And from today onward, I want to never be separated from you. Wherever you go, I go. Even if that means going to hell itself, wherever you are, that's where I want to be. Forever.
Between Worlds podcast. My name is Tabitha.
And I'm Liesl.
And welcome back to our deep dive of The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas.
Ooh.
We will be returning to the city of Rifthold today in the Otterland Empire.
Oh joy.
I would have rather stayed in the desert.
Yeah, they seem nice out there, you know?
Right? But anyway, before that, explicit warning, even though this is a PG book series, we are not. And
very much.
We will definitely be talking about some romance and sexual themes and whatever, so please be wary of little listening ears. But yes, before we enter into our deep dive section, we have our reoccurring sponsor for this week. It is AKILA Sunglasses and Eyewear. It's unisex handmade sunglasses from LA, based in independent style meets unbeatable prices. Elevate your look with our modern eyewear concept. So you can stay till the end of the video to hear some more fun facts about the sponsor, and it is a 10% off discount for you guys, for our listeners, and the link will be in the description. Our podcast discount code is TFBW Podcast. That's Twin Flames Between Worlds Podcast, down in the description below. But without further ado, let's journey back into Rifthold, ladies and gentlemen.
Get back into it.
So, previously on The Assassin's Blade, we were very happily in the Red Desert. We made some friends. Some friends got killed. And betrayal happened.
You know what? That's how friendships work. It's like we made some friends, they got killed, there were some betrayals, you know?
We had some fun horse riding. We had a silent disco. And we saved the master's life. I'm really putting myself in this persona.
I mean, you're very similar to Selena, I'd say.
Especially in this section. God, there were so many moments where I was like, yeah, this is me, isn't this?
It's like, it me.
Yeah, I was like, oh, crap. But yeah, so something really important before we get into this is that she saved the mute master's life, and he gave her 3 wagons of gold to repay. Well, he doesn't pay for clothes and he doesn't talk, so I'm assuming he's just got a bunch of money.
That's the key to wealth, is keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, don't talk, and I guess have an assassin's guild. I don't really know, but that's based off of friendship and cooperation. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, so it's to pay off her debt so that she's no longer in Arabin's thrall anymore. So let's get right into it, shall we? Chapter 1. This is called The Assassin and The Underworld. If anyone has been with us since season 1, you know how much I love titles. This isn't technically a part title, but it's like each one has kind of been the healer, the pirate lord. Like, it's been a person.
Each one of these is technically its own novella. And like, it always gets confusing because it's like people call Assassin's Blade in general the novella. Mm-hmm. But The Assassin's Blade is a series of novella. It's like a mini series of the 5 novellas, and I think that's the way to describe it.
They're like, they go off of each other, so it's like it's a continuation novella, but they're each individual. But this is the first time that we're getting it without like a person, and I think the reason that this is called The Underworld, and I think we'll kind of see it, is that we're seeing the underbelly of Rifthold, because again, we were only there for like a short time, because we immediately went to Skull's Bay, we as the readers, thank you. The characters go to Skull's Bay, and then we're on the way to the desert. So this is actually our first time as the readers getting Rifthold as it is.
Yes, spending time in this city.
And so it's kind of showing that, I feel like this is every modern city somehow. It's trashy, it's got bad sewers, and like there's a bunch of shady shit going on in the background.
I was going to say, like, don't hate me, but it's like New York.
Oh, I was going to say LA. What do you mean?
New York was the first big city because I'm just thinking sewers.
Yeah, you just like shitted on everyone from New York.
Sorry, New York.
The thing is, they get it though.
I'm petty about New York. I was supposed to visit it and I never visited it.
We need to go visit at some point.
Yes.
But yeah, so I really think that's why it's called that, is because we're also seeing her go on a mission. So it's like we're seeing like the underbelly of the city itself.
Mm-hmm.
So Selena got a ship back to Rifthold at the Assassin's Keep. She's walking in. So we didn't get like a travel sequence. A month has passed because she said it would be about a month to get back. Since it took her about a month to get there, and then she was so she's been gone 3 months.
Yeah.
No one greets her as she walks in, even though she's like, you know, Arobyn's the king of assassins. He knows when I stepped into Rifthold that I was here. Mm-hmm. So why is like no one greeting me?
Right.
The fact that she came back, I get the whole like he'll kill you if you like abandon ship sort of thing. But dude, she came back and you're dude.
Which, can I just say that is also like something that didn't quite make sense in my mind that clearly made sense in Arobyn's mind, of like the whole thing with the Red Desert and the Silent Assassins is like, if you don't, you know, you have to go, you can't run away. But then if you don't get the letter of rec, then don't bother coming back.
Oh, like, you're right. I didn't really...
Like you said, you can't run away, but like, don't bother coming back if you don't get the letter of rec.
I feel like he was calling her bluff there. Like, she'd be back. Like, I think his whole... And we're going to see it hardcore in this. But like, the manipulation that's going on here of him knowing her so well is like, he knew it was a threat, but like, he knew that she would just come back anyway.
He's been manipulating her for so long.
I mean, this is literally what grooming is. She was a young child when they met, and he raised her up like this. So, I mean, this is literally what that is. They keep bringing up his bodyguard, Wesley. We kind of get a little bit more about him in this this part. She says that he stands watch outside Arobyn's office. He's not an actual assassin, but out of all the people that she talks about in this place, he seems like the most dangerous one to her.
I mean, if he's bodyguard to the self-proclaimed king of assassins, like that's that's like a first mate to a pirate captain, you know.
The fact that I like know now how much of a pirate geek you are, it just like I mean, me too, but Zorro.
Zorro.
I think what was weirder was the fact that she said that like he practiced alone and like no one knows anything about him, and like he's got a bunch of scars on him, but like they don't know where it came from because he like doesn't go on missions. I want to know so much about this guy. Like, where are you from? Like, what have you done?
Well, do you have scars all over your body? Can I see them?
I mean, she said that he was, like big and brawny. So she walks in with so much confidence. And I feel like something that this novella and this book shows is Selena going with a bunch of confidence into somewhere and then immediately feeling like less than. I mean, that's the typical high school thing, right? Like, oh, it's like, I know how this is going to go. And then an adult like fucks you over with logic and it's like, and manipulation. And it's like, oh,
that didn't work out.
Nope. So, she walks in, throws the letter on the desk, and he shushes her. Again, let's remind everybody, she got beat the fuck up by this man, and then he sent her away. And the first thing he does is shushes her, and she has to wait until he deigns to read the letter.
He's basically like reality checking her of like, you come in here with so much swagger, but I've got to remind you that after you've been away for 3 months that I'm still your boss.
And I mean, again, because we read this whole section, so I'll say it like, that's what he says at the end. He's like, did you forget who I am? That's this whole thing. Even from the beginning, it's like that. It's like, do you know who you're like dealing with?
Dude, Arobyn just pisses me off so much.
Oh, yeah. No, it's triggering. So as she's sitting there, she gets flashbacks of the study. And I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, I've never been beat up that badly to the point where like I went unconscious. Okay, I've fought people before.
Well, okay, but like if you're not giving the context of where you fought them.
Karate. I fought in karate a lot.
Like I know that. But like people are like, yeah, I've never been in a fight where I've like lost consciousness, but I've fought people.
Yeah, everyone thinks I'm just like a cold-blooded, like, I was that bitch in middle school who just wanted to fight everybody. That's what everyone thinks of me, for sure. That's what I did most of it. She doesn't know if Sam's alive. She doesn't know what happened. And even in, like, the few days after the incident occurred, she had no idea what happened to him. So I think, yeah, like, that's the whole thing. She was wondering, especially for 3 months. I can't keep a secret for a week, let alone try to wait 3 months to figure something out. So, whew. Oh, like so when they first start talking, like the first thing he says to her is that like she should have been Tanner, or that he thought she'd be Tanner.
The looks.
And no, I think what I'm trying to get at with saying this part of it is that she went in with like this swagger, and then immediately when he says something, all of those words went out the window. And she was like, I don't really know what to say, so I'm just going to answer it. And then he starts leading the conversation.
Yeah.
So it's like, it feels like her power's taken away. Remind everybody, she's 17. Holy shit. Like,
yeah.
So they keep mentioning in this section about like how long they've spent together, that it's been like 8 years. So when she was 10.
9.
Fuck. Jinx. Again, the whole grooming thing, dear God. But so,
yeah.
Was anyone also surprised when Arabin, one of the second things he said was, I'm sorry?
Yes.
I was like, no fucking way.
That's not, considering how we've heard of him so far and all of her like flashbacks and all the stories that she's told us, him apologizing is not something he does like just out of the blue. It's always for a specific manipulative purpose. Like there's always another motive.
I think, and I'm going to probably talk about this later, but especially at the top here, I think when I read this when I was 18 versus now when I'm 20, oh my God, almost 10 years. Oh, is it really 8 years?
And it's 8 years.
Well, I'm literally just Selena now.
Yes, we've already discussed this.
Yes, I know. You really want to believe that someone didn't mean to do something, especially someone in a role that is a parental figure or a mentor figure that you, and like this is all she's known her whole life, at least her like living memory life, right? And it sucks because reading this the first time, I actually believed him. Again, anyone who's reading this as an adult would be just like, oh, classic manipulation technique. Like we know it now.
Yeah.
We know the signs. We know that this isn't going to go well as an adult. But as like even like someone when I was a year older than her, I went, oh, really? Has he changed that much? And it sticked. He starts giving her gifts. He starts actually like he apologizes 3 times in this opening scene. And so I tell this to Liesl all the time. It's like words kind of stop meaning anything when the actions keep happening. That's not really something you figure out until like it's rough, but sometimes you kind of have to get those disappointments in someone to kind of like get it. As a young person. Again, I'm not saying that she should have gotten beat up a couple times like for her to actually get it. I think what I was more saying is like the disappointment of the behavior not changing. Like the whole point of this was that she was like, okay, I'm going to come back. I'm going to be a new me. It's going to be a new situation. I'm going to be free. I'm not going to be under his grasp anymore. We're going to have a new dynamic. We're more on an equal footing. And it seems like at first it's that seems what it is. And I just wanted to preface by saying that because I think it's really important. Because I think that that's something in the fandom too with people where like, I love how I'm starting like really hard out of the gate. But it's because like in this scene, I could see all the signs. I was like, bitch, don't believe him. Like, what are you doing? And then I have to remind myself and put myself in a 17-year-old's shoes and be like, okay, she's trying to give him another chance because she's trying to see the good in him when there is none.
And because, like you said, it's all she knows.
So it's fucked. And I think their whole relationship is messed up. The fact that he says, I went to the temple of Kiva, which is apparently the god of atonement. I've been making sure I write down all these gods.
Remorse.
Unless I saw fucking pictures, bitch, I don't believe you. And this is not it. iPhones do not exist in this world, so I do not fucking believe you.
Where's your fucking proof?
Did Wesley go with you? Can he cooperate?
Is he allowed to tell us?
Is he just gonna lie? What did you think did you actually think he'd changed? Or were you like, because again, you read this at a different time than I did.
I think something felt off about it. As your notes say, Arabin apologizes no fucking way. Something felt off about it, but I couldn't put my finger on it when I read it.
Because it wasn't just a fight. Like, he almost beat her to death. Like,
yeah, because, I think it's like, well, the apology is appreciated, but like, oh, I beat you up and then sent you away for 3 months with a bunch of stuff. And also, like, he was pissed. He did all that because he was pissed that he couldn't have slaves. You know, a simple apology just doesn't fix that. So something was off, but I couldn't tell what. And then she's just like, oh, okay. And that felt wrong to me.
Well, I think it was as like reading the scene beat by beat, the fact that like he gave her some excuses and then gave her a gift. It's like he was using everything in the book to be just like, stay a little bit longer and like over a couple days I'll give, and it's just like, I'll give you a couple things and then we'll reach this weird status quo, and then at some point I'm going to pull out the rug from under you and be like, yo, bitch, you're actually still in my world. So I was waiting for the rug to get pulled. You know what I mean? This whole section, there's like a little bit of anticipation, like, where's the caveat gonna come? Where's the but here? So he does say an excuse. She's like, well, why didn't you just come and get me? He's like, well, I mean, if we sent some guy out there, then I mean, about the time that you would come back, like, typical guy excuse.
You're not worth my time.
That's, holy fuck, that's crazy. She could have died in the desert. Remember those sands, bro? You could have saved her from like death sometimes. So he gives her a gift, and I kind of actually, I didn't really get this when I read this the first time, but he gives her a new brooch. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, because she gave the other one to Irene, and the thing I was thinking was like, I didn't know if that was like a crazy pull from Arabin to be like, I know everything, bitch. Here's a new one because you gave the other one away. Like, I was thinking, I was like, because he just knows everything and he's a master manipulator, that he just knew. And this was supposed to be kind of a power play to show it.
That would be wild.
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past him, bro. But that,
he does seem to have eyes everywhere.
That's a crackpot thing, but I was just like, is it interesting the first thing he gives her is a brooch, and that's the one thing that, through her travels, that she lost.
It would be wild if he gave her the exact same brooch.
It's like, don't lose this one. It's like,
don't give this one to poor servant girls.
There is something in here where, like, we don't understand what this means yet, but it's really important to, like, she says, of all the people in the world, only Arabin knew the whole truth. And
the whole truth to what?
The whole truth, so swear to you, God. Sorry. I've watched too much SVU. I think that was like, oh my God. Sarah puts in these subtle, like, yeah, so there's something about her past that we don't know about, and, like...
we don't know the whole truth.
But again, we're just sitting here, I'm like, okay, I don't know what the fuck talking about. I'm just going to keep it to notate later, and then if something is brought up, I'll remember, all right?
Highlight it, come back to it.
You're right. Dude, the father-brother-lover thing still fucking grosses me.
Father-brother-lover, that just shouldn't be a sentence we say.
Only in Kentucky. Sorry for the Kentucky viewers.
Kentucky? I always heard it was Alabama.
Well, I mean, it's Alabama and Kentucky. Oh. I'm saying this as an Indiana person, okay? Because we border with Kentucky. It's supposed to be a funny job.
Damn, she coming after you guys.
We're just coming. You came at New York, the fuck?
Technically only New York City, not New York State. You came at the whole state.
True, yeah. So there was a quote that she said in here that was actually pretty good. It was like, he nurtured and educated her, yet he obliterated her innocence the first time he made her end a life. He'd given her everything, but he'd also taken everything away. Yeah.
He just gives me the ick.
I think it's what a mindfuck that is, like, especially as a young person.
Yeah.
To be like, how do I actually deal with this guy? Because, like, part of me, like, is like thinks of him as family, and then the other part's just like, okay, this is the person that screwed up my innocence to where, like, I feel like I just hate the human race. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's classic narcissism on his end.
Mm-hmm.
And the manipulation to keep people in a destructive relationship.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of, I feel like if you guys understand this, it's just like a bunch of pent up anger, but you don't know what to say. So many things are happening, and it's like, I've been in so many situations like that, where it's like, there's so much anger in my body, but like, I can't really say anything.
Mm-hmm. Because
I don't know what to say to that person, and like blowing up doesn't seem like I can't even blow up. There's nothing, like I literally cannot articulate it.
Mm-hmm. In that moment, like, people then just rush past it, so you don't even have time to collect your thoughts.
So here's the big thing is that it wasn't, so there's multiple gifts going on here, not just actual physical gifts. A job. Imagine coming back from the desert just to get a fucking another job that you have to do. Sorry, I'm laughing at his name. Benzo Donoval.
Sounds like Bozo.
I know. I literally was thinking that. That's why they call him Donoval. Like, they don't call him Benzo at all.
No.
So apparently he is a powerful businessman from Melisande. Again, refer to our map video if you need some more. But Melisande is... So Fenharrow is in between Melisande and Adarlan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty hard to get there. Like, you have to go through, like, one territory to get to the other one.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, oak-walled forest, there's the jungle there, there's mountains and shit. So it's like, you can't go, like, around it. You gotta go through it.
Yeah.
So there's also another name we get. We get things right off the bat here, so I'm trying to take it where we're understanding it. I didn't understand. I got mindfucked too when I read this the first time. So then we have another character, Liefar Bardingale, who is the ex-husband of Donoval. And
the drama.
I guess she is former queen, is friends with the former queen of Melisande. Now,
powerful people.
You know how much I love the politics of this, so I really loved this intro. Mm-hmm. So something, again, we've been very isolated in our journey so far. So, like, we've gotten the Adarlan Empire, but we haven't really gotten some of the politics that happened within each of the different kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
But Melisande was one of the territories that handed the crown over and sworn loyalty to the King of Adarlan.
More willingly.
Yes, more willingly. They literally spared their lives to, which I guess, if he's going to take it anyway, might as well live. I'm not judging
and they're
her.
Small. They're like a small part of...
But it wasn't just her. Like, the royal family wasn't executed, whilst the other kingdoms had their royal families executed.
Yeah.
Oof. So basically the whole concept is that Liefar is trying to ask the king for a road to be built. The most interesting of political things, transportation, is to connect Fenharrow, Melisande, and Adarlan so that trade can flow more easily to Melisande and they can become a richer country.
Except Adarlan, in my opinion, my humble opinion, would never do that, just because then, oh my god, then countries are working together on things and alliances are being built.
I was thinking, because we find out that Melisande has a bunch of, like, master tinkerers, which is, like, what? Like, it's like the Dawn Court from Agatar. Like, why wouldn't they want, like, because they seem to be, like, badass tinkerers. Like, besides all the other bullshit about the trade, wouldn't you think that, like, having a more easy access to them would, like, make, because if he's thinking about weapons, if he's thinking about, like, tinkering shit, then that would actually sort of make sense. I would have went with a better pitch than Liefar did, so I'm just saying. And we didn't even have to talk about slaves. So the Harvest Moon celebrations are coming up. Now, again, that's another holiday celebration. Is it not funny how in AKITAR there was, like, no celebrations? Like, there was no holidays, and now all of a sudden in Throne of Glass we're getting a bunch of holidays just thrown in there, and I'm like, wait, what are all these?
And a whole bunch of gods, too.
Really? So Liefar is hiring the Assassin's Guild to kill Donoval and retrieve his documents, because apparently Donoval is trying to set up... So he's trying to give the King of Adarlan... He's trying to sway the road to become the anti-underground railroad. He's trying to make it like the slave road, so that the slave trade is easier.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
What the actual fuck?
Well, I don't... First of all, slave. Just slave trade. Let's just stay at that. But I was thinking, there are much easier ways to get money. You guys have, like, a bunch of, like, valuable people. Why don't you just use the method I just said?
Exactly.
And try to get your tinkerers to get more jobs?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have fucking thought? But of course, these are...
Bring more rich people to Melisande.
Dumb motherfuckers. Also, can I just say... rereading this again, what a fucking asshole to give her this. Not just of what we find out later, but just he's like, oh, it's a gift. You broke my slave trade agreement, so why don't you break another one? It's kind of like a dig without you realizing it's a dig.
Mm-hmm.
It's he's like, petty. Well, since you're so uppity about all this, just here's this and whatever. But he poses it as, oh, well, you have this moral high ground. Why don't you help this woman who's clearly trying to break the slave trade do it? So the reason they want the documents as well is because what they're trying to do, at least what she's saying Donavel's trying to do, even explaining this back, I should have known there was something wrong. Because what she doesn't make any fucking sense. That the documents that he has is where like a bunch of slave safe houses are and people who are trying to help smuggle slaves. There's like a list of names and a list of places. And apparently Donavel is trying to use that to threaten them by saying, hey, I have this list. If you don't, stop what you're doing, I'm going to give this to King Otterin and he's going to kill you. Because apparently our first thing we get of the King of Otterlin is that he's like, I'm going to kill everyone who's helping the slaves.
Any sort of accomplices.
Which tells me all I need to know with him, despite the fact that he killed royal families. Like, that's the first things we get of this man, and I'm like, okay.
Lovely.
I do not need to know more. I've already made my decision on this man. So it's like a question, it's like a peace offering, or is this a dig? It's like, okay, we know it's a dig, but she thinks it's a peace offering.
Like there's way more happening behind the scenes.
The fact that he's like, well, Liesl doesn't believe in slavery. He full-blown... The thing about Arobynn is that all of this was true, just in the opposite way. Like, like that's the best sort of lies, right? The best sort of lies are the ones that are truth, but like a little white lie.
Yeah.
The fact that, but he just straight up lies to her here. He said, Liesl doesn't believe in slavery. I'm like, you fucking whore. So basically, Donavel is trying to pull like a Cars 2 when Mater was in the toilet. They're trying to do like an exchange of information with a convoy that they have no idea who it is. Dude, every time I think of this scene, I think of that fucking scene from Cars 2. I'm telling you.
Like, Donavel is Mater with a name like Benzo.
Donavel is the fucking Mater of this story. But like, that's an insult to Mater.
Yeah, true.
I loved him. I love Larry the Cable Guy. Anyway, they don't know who the partner is, so her job is in 6 days. She's got to figure out what time the meeting is, because they basically said it's going to be in his house, so they know where the meeting is going to be. Just which room.
Right.
And what time, who it's going to be, and she's got to kill him, get the documents, and just for fun, kill the other guy. Like, when she says an easy hit, I'm like, the fact that we're learning about it doesn't mean it's easy.
Yeah, the fact it's in the story at all?
No, that's fine.
Otherwise it would just be referenced in a flashback.
True. I mean, that's the whole theater thing that I keep telling you about, is like, what's different about this one?
Right.
So basically he said you might get a bonus for the next, this person. I like that she's asking questions, though. Like, it seems like this is a normal part of the back and forth about whether or not she wants to take the job or not. Like, oh, what's to know about them? Like, what do they know? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. The fact that he goes a step further, not only gets her this job, says he won't take a cut out of any of it. That it's all hers. Fucking
but
crazy.
Why?
I should have known that, like, it would have somehow backfired and, like, gone, like, I was thinking when I was, I mean, again, I know what happens, but I thought maybe, like, at some point, maybe he'd just be like, you know how people take deductions out of shit when you're at a hotel? I was, like, thinking that maybe he'd be like, oh, well, you burned this, so, I'm going to take $50 away, or, right. He was going to pull some tax bullshit where it'd be like, oh, well, you didn't do this perfectly, so I'm going to still take half.
Right, or it would be like behind the scenes of like, no, that's the full thing. Meanwhile, he's taken 25% of it.
Oh, God, he's so fucking gross. The fact that he, like, kissed her hair and went, oh, I miss you, I was like...
that's the father lover coming in.
You said ick, and I was like, ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, he just gives me an ick.
Where's the red flag guy when you need...
Right.
I wish he did that for books. Like, just give a description of Arobynn and what he's done.
He should.
She wants to believe him. The fact that he as an adult, I was like, you're saying sorry way too much for it to be true. Like,
when you've never said, the thing is, when he's never said sorry before.
The only reason she's saying that is because she's a dramatic over-apologizer sometimes.
Yeah.
But again, she's like you're like, I was going to say you were like a baby, but I was like more so in like the innocent level. Like, you're not an Arobynn.
I'm a baby apologizer.
Yeah, no.
No, I just apologize because I I feel like I have to, I genuinely feel like I need to apologize. Versus Arobynn is just like, he's never apologized for anything that he's done in terms of this sense because he's always done it on purpose. And so that makes it seem like his apology here is on purpose for some reason.
But yeah, so she leaves. Remember she was supposed to like say that she's free of him and that she was going to move out and that went all out the window. And it's like, it's the whole thing of just, I'll stay another day.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Well, dude, it's every freaking, like, abuser's nightmare. It's like, I'm gonna leave him, and then it's like, well, maybe one more day. And then it turns into another, like, 5 years, you know? It's fucked. It's a never-ending cycle, and if any of you have been in that situation, I just, you know, it's unfathomable to a certain extent, especially for us, since we haven't been. Definitely emotional manipulation, but again, that's a totally other thing than, like, this is actual physical.
Being in an abusive relationship.
Yes. It's the whole, I told you, you know, I'll beat your ass and then give you an ice pack, and then it's like, yo, please stop. So she's walking through, she, like, you know, is looking at herself, and she has, like, a lasting scar now. So not the scar on her face, but the scar on her neck where Ansel's sword was.
Yeah.
Actually left a scar. And so every time she looks at it, she just kind of thinks of Ansel. I think something I noticed about when I did this reread was when they talked about the servants in the house, she goes like, oh, well, none of them would tell anyone who I am. And I was thinking, well, who are you? Like, I think I was more just saying,
who are you?
Who are you? I think it's the fact that, like, no one else, and I had to remember the mask thing from the first, because I think I just kind of forgot it because she wasn't going with the mask for the last 2 books. But it's like, yeah, everyone in this place, if they tell, they're dead. Like, the fact that she's an assassin and da-da-da. We find out later that she, like, is under the guise of Arabin's niece when they're out and about, so she doesn't have to wear the mask. It's just kind of crazy that they're keeping this charade for so long.
Father, brother, uncle, lover.
That's true. Well, I think what confused me, and I think what Sarah meant as well, as, like, with the Red Desert, there are female assassins. Like, not in this, on this side of the world, but there was plenty of...
because he's misogynist.
Well, that too. Well, and a creep.
And clearly a pedo.
Right. She says she feels, like, dirty for taking the gift. Like, without much of a fight. Because that was, like, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, she was supposed to come in super confident, and then she kind of just felt like she just lay down.
Yeah.
The fact that when she says he had people over, and then she goes, oh, and he fucking made me wait, I'm gonna march right down there, and then who pops out but Sam?
He's alive!
There's so many moments in my notes, and Liesl can see it, but, like, I go, aww.
Peace.
Section. Aww. So she's checking him for wounds. There's no harm or haunt in his... It's an immediate, I see that nothing's wrong with him, and then I'm like, well, why the fuck is nothing wrong with you? Right. I just did this shit. Like, were you not punished? It's like, okay, I'm glad he's alive, and I'm glad he's not dead. But then also, the fuck? Was I the only one who got punished?
Right.
And then she goes...
I mean, it has been 3 months, but...
Right, so she doesn't know if... Like, because she's fine now, right? He could have gotten beat up, too. She says part of her felt like she couldn't trust him because of that. And honestly, to be fair, after what happened with Ansel, sometimes when you have a moment happen right away, it makes you a little bit more guarded and more pessimistic about certain situations. So I can kind of understand where she's coming from. Sam notices the scar on her. Like, so they immediately, you know, lock eyes, and it's a cute moment, and his eyes go dark because he sees something, like, what happens, and he keeps getting, like, closer and closer, and she doesn't really want to talk to him about it because she's kind of pissed. Girl,
so it's a sore subject right now.
Right. The amount of times that she's like, was he always this broad? Or, like, I guess the muscles are I was like, girl, me too.
Like, no.
Oh god, I want to touch so bad. Yeah. Dude, Sam is a fucking hot man. Or at least from, like, the fan art they show. He's also just, like, the greenest flag, so I'm like, okay, like, he's hot.
Sweet boy.
Sweet hot boy. That's the best. So, I kind of... Okay, I never had a best friend love. This is very much, I grew up next door. We hated each other for a while, and we were just kind of friends, and now, like, the status quo is changing for us about, like, we start actually caring for each other, and I don't know how to deal with that. So I'm just going to try to act like nothing's happened. But again, I've never been through something like that, so I've never had that sort of relationship. I fucking lived next to a bunch of old people. Like, I didn't have, like, a kid down the street love.
At least you had a street.
Yeah, you lived up in the middle of nowhere, so you definitely didn't have a little kid love.
No.
Nope.
No. I mean, that just sucks that you said it that way, because I was going to say, no, like, when growing up, there was always just younger kids around me. And then you said, you don't have a little kid love.
Well, it's like, well,
no, I did not have that.
Well, we also just haven't really had many relationships, but like, there's a lot of people who had this, where like they had a friend, or even just in modern dating. It doesn't have to be like a childhood love, but like someone who was a friend and now like things are changing and they start feeling for each other and they don't really know how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that he had chosen her in the moment when he stood up for her, that's what made it hot. Mm-hmm. I went, who the fuck is that? So, a very attractive, dark-haired, green-eyed courtesan walks out, better known as Lysandra, who I fucking despise in this section hard. Because I had girls like this. It's always like subtle stabs, and it's not like really like ever... It's never like outright insults, but it's enough to where you think about it and it's like, oh, fuck you.
But it lingers.
Yeah, she's got big boobs as well. Like, they really emphasize that. That she just have like swelling breasts for like I was like, I mean,
I'm a courtesan.
I mean, good for, yeah, I was like, okay. But I was like, why the fuck are you touching what?
Don't touch him. He's mine.
So apparently she's an anticipated courtesan. So she's not a courtesan yet, but she is also getting groomed. So she's learning, right? Obviously they don't like each other. They actually have like she knows who this person is. Like, this isn't new. This is an established dislike. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep your fucking hands to yourself, bitch. I mean, dude, everyone knows that feeling when you like someone else touches that, like, in a way where, like, touches their hands or, like, what... the sea of rage that just, I feel like...
Yeah. I mean, that's literally, like, the reaction of just get the knives emoji. Knives out emoji.
Oh, yeah, whenever I send you something.
Knife.
Oh, God. I get that Sam's... So, again, for the audience, a reminder for us as well. Sam's mom was a courtesan. She got killed by an unhappy client, so we know that. I get that he's very well liked, and he's adored because, that was his mom. But also, don't adore him too much,
Keep your space.
I mean, Selena is a beautiful woman. I think it's just, again, the whole high school aspect of this, where it's like, okay, but I mean, Lysandra is like, she's supposed to make men happy, right? So like, why would you want to go with her than me? Sort of. Right. I'm like rugged. No one wants to be with me. Like, I'm, it's that kind of feeling.
That's how you feel.
I don't need to go over how many times in this section I went, yep, that's me. Okay.
It's me.
So we do actually finally get to see Clarice, the madam, which is like the female version of Arabin. Mm-hmm. We don't really get a description of her, but she is the person who had the spider silk given to her when she was talking about it with the merchant last time.
Yeah.
Last book.
Last book.
So the thing about Lysandra is her bidding is in 6 days.
It's so...
The fact that Selena says it so casually is what really bothers me. It's like, yeah, it's where people try to bid for her virginity, and I was like, excuse?
Like, the highest bidder gets to take her virginity. That's, like, just so gross.
And it's always the old men who have more money. Yeah. And it's just, I'm like, even if it was a hot guy, you're still paying for... Okay, it's all bad. But I'm just saying, the people... It's like, you see those, like, old people in those cars out on the road with, like, the really nice cars. It's always an old guy.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a celebrity who's young, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hot damn, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I kind of felt bad for her, but then how she was treating Selena, I was like, okay, but now you're just ruining it.
She could be nicer, but like bidding on the virginity, that's just, I mean, part of being a courtesan is, the sex, but at the same time, it's like,
it's just wrong. But again, I mean, as you and I well know, there's people who are like virgin hunters.
It's a kink for some people.
They want to take someone's... If you didn't know that exists, it does.
There's a kink for everything.
What did Littlefinger's brothel... He used to say, like, if you can think it up, we can do it. And I'm like, that's not a good slogan.
No.
Because, dear God. Anyway.
But it is true. There's a kink for everything. A kink for everyone.
It's just like, okay. appreciate so badly that, like, Sam during this entire section, and it keeps getting brought up, but like Sam's like, bro, this is my job. I didn't ask to be this, but like I've been put on guard duty for her. I'm not choosing to spend time with her. She's doing, and that. And of course, she's a young woman, so she's going to be like, we'll have fun with Lysandra. It's my job, babe. And it's like, she's gone.
It's like, well, why are you getting so upset about it unless you have feelings for him?
Exactly. And she doesn't get it.
No, she's thinking it's just because she doesn't like Lysandra.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the tension between her and Lysandra, though, in that section was like, it was like a knife, bro. I was like, Sam...
Drama.
Yikes. And also, she does the classic teenager thing. She slams the bedroom door.
Right, because she's 17.
Again, right. I mean, that's the whole thing with Feyre. I was literally talking about this with Shannon today, where I was like, people forget to know that they're young when they start. So it's like, okay, didn't you, when you were young, fucking slam a bedroom door? I definitely did.
Right.
So, yes. So she stays in the keep overnight, which ends up being she just keeps staying in the keep, which sucks, because I was like, God, you could have got out, dude. You have every opportunity to get out, but you're not.
The money.
The money. Well, I mean, and I've told you this before, she wakes up with a box with 2 gold hair combs, which I'm going to say, out of all the presents to get, useless.
Unless they have knives in them.
Unless they have knives in them. God damn it. It's like going right in front of me so I can see it. What I was trying to tell you was that it's just, sometimes when you grow up with money and then you kind of have to be on your own, it's like, you grow up with a certain level of class need. I'm saying this also as like a poorer person in LA. I have a roof over my head, so I'm like lucky in very many regards, but I'm definitely not rich. But I think what I've noticed about rich people is that like when you're in that status for so long, if you get like, you don't know what it's really hard to leave. It's a lot of privilege that you're giving up. I mean, I'm not saying for you. I'm saying like,
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously I've never been rich.
I'm just saying that, like, who would want to leave? And I'm saying this with, I mean, some women who are in relationships just for, like, a marriage or money. Like, so many Beverly Hills housewives, dear God. Like, where they don't love the husband at all, but they're literally just staying in it for the money.
Gold diggers.
True. But, I mean, in this economy, I'm not gonna lie, like...
Seems kind of smart.
I'm not saying that you should just use someone for money, but also it's like there's settling, there's stability, there's financial security, like health benefits even. Like, I can get it, but also if you want to get out, you need to know and understand that you're not going to have those things, and you're probably going to have to build up to those things. But you can get to that place again by yourself. You just have to be willing to leave. And what is it going to take for you to leave? That's the thing. I'm just giving everyone these life lessons. I actually kind of liked there were many aspects, again, in this section where they were talking about how the city looked, which we never really got to get before. It was like establishing Rifthold as a city for us. Apparently, it's just all gray. Like, all of the houses are gray stone. There's gray light. There's kind of like a gray fucking mist above them.
So check out our graphic. Yeah,
please, because Liesl does a very good job of what Rifthold actually looks like.
Depressing.
Depressing, really. I mean, okay, at least fucking LA has fucking light.
Then color. LA has some color.
And then they had like emerald roofs, which I thought was very interesting, that it was a lot of emerald roof houses. This keeps getting bring up over and over again, and especially I feel like is more important for the last section of the book because it's called The Empire. But I feel like it was like, it's almost where the trajectory we're going is like, we're going to the underworld, but then all of a sudden it's leading us up to the castle because they keep mentioning it, right? They keep, and every time it's like the glass castle towered over them all. It's like, imagine this super fucking gray city, and then all of a sudden this bright, large, unnecessary, palace.
Obstinate.
And it's, reflecting off shit, whatever. It's like in those memes where it's like, how is something like this is what I'm going to tell the kids the Whelp Gap was.
Yeah.
Rifthold, just a picture of Rifthold in the glass castle. It's such an extreme way to show it, but it's also very real. So apparently it's rain season as well. They're going to have a festival in the rain, which is saying
the rain.
I do too. It depends on how hard it is, though. Like, because you don't want to get fucking pneumonia.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, you're not gonna believe. I literally ran out when we were in high school. Me and Avery would like run out in the rain together.
I mean, if you're up there for too long.
But it feels very relaxing.
Yeah, it does.
Again, when, especially during a hot day like it is today.
We did that at the end of, I think it was like end of freshman or sophomore year in high school. It was raining on the last day of school. And so we ran out, and while we were waiting for all the buses, because the last day got out early, like it was raining, and so everyone took their shoes off and were running around barefoot in front of the school.
Okay, see, that's going a little far. For me. No barefoot. Mud, dude, I don't want to get mud on my feet.
It's concrete.
Okay, well, maybe. All right.
Also, what's wrong with the mud? You're being one with the earth.
Are you asking me that?
Yes. Even though I know the answer, the audience doesn't know how much you despise dirt.
Getting it under the fingernails is the worst thing.
Well, you wouldn't be poking the dirt. You'd be walking in it.
Oh my god. Anyway.
I'm a defender of the mud, I guess.
Yeah, because you're a fucking mountain person.
Yes.
So, as Selena's describing the night before, she says that Arabin served her food, which is like, it's like cementing, it's like punching in the fact that like he's doing a bunch of things. Because I think she thought if like he said, I'm sorry, and then didn't change, like she'd be like, oh, he's not being truthful. But in like every opportunity where like he would have done something else, he's like doing the opposite. And so it's further like cementing the fact that she thinks that he's changed when it's not.
Gaslighting.
In a weird way, I think he did feel bad, but like not for the reason that she thinks. Because again, I don't think that man is capable of like feeling bad.
Yeah.
The fact that, okay, this is where it get me. She honestly just goes into the city for one day for a glam day. She's like, ugh, my nails are pretty bad. And like, so she gets her nails done, her hair done, whatever else done. I'm assuming a bikini wax.
Whatever else done.
Right. And as she's going through the city of Rifthold, it's like, I also think this book in particular, this section, is a good reason why I like to have it before Throne of Glass. Just because it's like, this sets up the world really well. As the festival she's walking through, there's fire eaters and dance girls and, people around and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So the next day after her glam day, after she just gets to walk around, because I'm assuming like the people in Melisande are here for like the week. I think that's what they said. So there's just like vendors out all day. But Arabin calls her up early in the morning to go get outfitted for this new black suit. Sounds like the most assassin-y suit.
Yeah, like a tight black suit, like a Black Widow kind of suit.
It's not leather, but it's also not armor. But it's like as strong as it. I was like, the way that they were explaining it was just like so convoluted. But also the way that it seems like the Melisande people work is like they kind of make magic in a weird way with inventions. Mm-hmm. They bring up the fact that there are clockwork and musical instruments. Another important thing to say when she's like describing this, and it's very important, is that she kind of mentioned it before, but like I think this is really where it gets cemented. The fact that magic has vanished.
Yeah.
Because they keep bringing up
there was magic and now it's gone.
Because they keep bringing that up. We kind of got it brought up with, our first instance of it was with Irene, where they're like, oh, well, she was a healer and she has the magic to be a healer, but magic doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
And so it's just kind of further cementing in that for us as readers to remind us that, like, they're making magic, but it's also like the magic's gone. So for the fact that it feels like magic is very special. So she decides to take the job to dispatch Donoval in a few days. So basically, they describe it. So basically, she has like weapons concealed, but you can't really tell that they're in there. And they pop out if she flicks her wrist down. Yeah. Which I thought was fucking cool as shit. I think that's like my favorite part about it.
Yeah, it reminded me of something, but I can't remember what. It reminded me of something when we first read it. And I feel like I told you what that reference was, but I have no idea what it is now.
It kind of, okay, and it's not the same thing, but in the opening number of K-pop Demon Hunters, it reminded me of when, like, their stuff just appeared in the hand.
Yeah.
Like,
Zoe's knives.
Yeah, like, it was kind of like that, but again, that was just peering. Like, but it's just, like, you just think about that in a suit, you know?
Yeah. It's very much Assassin. Well, yeah. That's what the reference fucking was. I'm a dumb. Assassin's Creed. Literally. Assassin's Creed, which like I've only played the Black Flag one, the pirate one, but like one of the whole things is like, you know, has the daggers in the sleeves that can pop out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I also don't know about
the weapons to unlock. So. I'm not very good at using the daggers.
Oh, shame.
I know, I need to get better at it.
So, another thing about this is that, so she takes it in, obviously she has to figure out where the people, who it is that they're meeting and where, at what time it's happening. I said that already. She doesn't have to pay for the suit.
That's sus. It's like, are you just like buying all of these things and then you're gonna give me the tab later?
Yeah, it's very much kind of like put it on a tab, but I'm still like, I'm remembering everything that you're like getting. And so that when you do something to piss me off, I'll say, oh, well, you still have to pay me for this. It's like, because there's no writing in this world. They're not under a contract. It's literally just enslavement. I mean, this is a form of enslavement because they're just using it for fear, right?
Right.
I like how the Tinkers are like, he said he was like a master where he made the stuff that people could like believed was impossible possible. Because I like that. So apparently Sam and Arabin are also getting suits, but Sam has to pay for his. And I was like,
so fucked up.
Damn. Because the thing is, he didn't ask for the suit, but he's like, but he's forcing Sam to pay for it.
It's like, here's the suit you didn't ask for, now pay me for it.
It's interesting, though, that she didn't really, I don't want to say that she didn't pick that up. I think she was aware of it, but I mean, that's also like a typical manipulation too, where like, oh, I'm treating you this way, but I'm going to treat everyone else like shit. It's like, no, like if you see them treating someone else like that, they're going to bound to treat you like that again.
Yeah.
It's just the law of the land, right? For that kind of stuff. Yeah, every time he comes near her, I want to vomit.
He's just so icky.
Yeah.
He's freaky and not in a good way.
And it's always like, I'm going to like put your chin up or something like that, or caress your cheek, and I'm like, stop.
That only works if it's like with an actual, you know, that would work with Sam, but not with a lover, brother, uncle, lover.
Yeah.
Father, brother, lover, uncle.
I think you're just so mixed up that you're saying like multiple things.
Lover, lover, lover?
Like, it seems like he wants to be that. So as Arabin leaves, Selena gives the merchant, she gives the tinker the spider silk that she got and says, I want you to put this over our hearts for the, and I didn't realize that she actually, and she says it here, but like, she says, I want this over all the suits. Including Arabin's, though, which kind of sucks. But that also meant
don't do that.
Sam's as well.
Sam, yes. Arabin, no.
But what a smart thing to do. Like, I wasn't even really thinking about how that spider silk would come into play. But putting it in the suit's pretty smart, especially since he said it was like about the square that would be over the heart, you know?
The size of the heart.
Or at least protected.
I had completely forgotten that she had gotten that. So, like, when I first read it, I had forgotten that she had it until she's like, oh, by the way, the spider silk is like, oh, right, spider silk. The size of a heart.
The size of a heart. Of course, Sam is waiting for her in the alleyway. Yeah, he's very much judging her for accepting the gifts without cause. Like, it's like,
he's like, come on, you're smarter than that, right?
Another gift. Yeah, she didn't want to see him and Lysandra together. Like, she's tried to avoid them. There were so many, like, Sam was trying to say this from, like, the get-go, but he didn't really get it till the end. This is definitely a me problem, though, where, like, he's kind of trying to put it out there flat as day, but then I'm still like, well, yeah, it's like, it's not about Lysandra. Fucking God.
Stop making it about that. Like, just because she's there now, you're not focusing on the real problem.
Right. I also said, I was like, he's doing bitch work too over the summer. Like, I guess he just had to play bodyguard to Lysandra the whole time as the punishment. He literally says he would have been rather sent out to the desert than stay in Rifthold. Where it's like, she was thinking the opposite. She would have rather, like, had her punishment here. When he's kind of telling her it was a blessing for her to get out. Honestly,
it was. Like, he knows what's going on.
He's so much smarter than her right now. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that he straight up says, okay, now Arabin's trying to see what the price of your forgiveness is. And when you finally reach that threshold and you forgive him, he'll know how to buy you. And again, she doesn't want to hear it because she's getting defensive, but like, she's not wrong.
He's not.
The fact that she's just like, oh, you sound jealous. It's like, nah, he's not jealous of Arabin. I think it's more just the fact of like, okay, you're literally choosing a man that, like, beat the fuck out of you. Like, I really can't understand it. All modern day guys when, like, a girl's like, I want a nice boy. And then, and then they go for some fucking asshole. They're like, I don't get it. Like,
it's like, and why do you stick with him?
Right. To forgive Arabin, Sam made him promise to never lay a hand on her again. Oh.
Wow. That's so sweet.
I don't have a green flag. I feel like I need to get one.
You don't have a...
We need to have, like, green and red flags so to wave them. And
the only thing I have is this blue romance.
Oh, definitely not it. I love how she just immediately heard that and goes, oh shit, I was an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, at least she got that figured out.
And she says, hating him was easier sometimes than ... loving him.
Yes.
I said it for her.
Good job.
I think it's more she feels guilt for thinking the worst of him. But again, as a modern day woman in this era, I can't really blame her for feeling guarded. But he is straight up telling her the truth. But again, sometimes words... But he's also shown it with action, so I'm definitely giving Sam the pass on this one. I'm just saying, as someone who has dealt with, like, I'm going to say something to your face and then be completely different, I get her hesitation.
I mean, he's done everything right.
Yes. He's communicated. He's actually done acts. He's been by her side. What the fuck else do you need, bitch?
We all want a Sam in our lives, so, like, fucking just... If you don't want him, I'll have him.
I think it's the fact that she needs to hear him say it, like, outright and not veiled. Like, yes. Sappy words don't do much for me. Just tell me you want to fuck, and, like, okay, I'll get the message. Okay.
Like, why can't you get this in your head? It's like, huh? It's like, I want to fuck. It's like, oh, okay. Why didn't you say so?
And then I'm immediately like, well, it depends. It's like, all right, cool. All right, I'm into it now. Cool. So, as she comes back, guess where we're going tonight? The theater. The theater. Whichever way. With a brand new swanking dress on, and yes, guess who's also coming along? Fucking Lysandra and Sam, but Lysandra.
Lysandra and Sam, but Lysandra.
Yeah, she's coming too. I hated as they got in the carriage to get there that it was the thing that really resonated with me. I feel like Selena and Nesta have a lot in common, especially in this moment where, like, just they have character similarities, not that they're the same. Which is why I resonated with both of them more. Where when she sat down and he looked at her, there was a moment where he thought that she was going to make fun of him for what they said earlier. And she was thinking, she's like, does he think that I'm that cruel? Also, to do that in front of, like, two people in a small carriage. Like, I might make fun of you in alone, but, like, not in front of people like that.
No. I can pick on you, but no one else can pick on you. Kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Like, when we're in private versus when we're in public.
No, for real. So yeah, we're off to the theater. This is very much like one of those, like, old Renaissance style. There's private boxes. They're at an opera. This very gave me Bridgerton vibes in my mind. The fact that they also were offered champagne as they entered, I was like, okay. I have been to a couple restaurants where they've done that, and champagne is fucking nasty. It's too airy and too bubbly, and it always ends up giving me, like, I always burp when I drink it.
You say as you're having hiccups.
I just like the hard shit, okay? Like, give me some fucking rum and I'll be fine. Don't give me this champagne shit.
Champagne shit.
So she has a favorite chair as, like, that's angled more toward the stage in her private box. And it's basically described as, like, a cavernous hall. And she describes that there's, like, a bunch of empty royal boxes that they never use because they never come to the theater, like Scrubs. I mean, I was more just like, because no one comes to the theater anymore.
No one likes theater.
As someone who would sneak in, would sneak into the theater at night when I wasn't supposed to be there, there is a comfort in the stage in the theater that is undescribable.
I felt that in Lingle.
Well, yeah, Lingle too. Like, it was more for me. Well, Goddard was actually really like nice because it was away and no one really ever went over there. But also Wilkinson, I would say. These are all like theater names from our college.
Well, Lingo was a performance hall.
Yeah. So more the concert-esque part of it than the theater aspect. But like, I would just go there to just be sometimes. We didn't have access to Lingle. That's why I didn't want to, why I could never go in there.
I was so happy when I got it for being the assistant choir director.
I know, you fucking bitch.
For the choral officer, too.
I wanted to go in there so much, but like, and not to do anything, just to be in there and sing.
The acoustics are great.
No, they were fucking... So it's like, when she described all this, like the, reacting to the music and how she felt in the theater, I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
It really resonated with it as a performer, because sometimes I would just lie on the theater floor and just breathe.
Yeah.
And there's like a feeling of just kind of calm when you start to sing out and project. And you're not singing for anyone. There's no one there. But you're just there and in the moment. Mm-hmm. It's the funniest when someone walks in and it's like, oh, me when I...
Yeah. Yeah, it's immediately like shutting up of like, oh, well, I'm not doing anything. Go look at my phone.
Me and my Dothraki monologue that I did, and I was like spitting and shit. And then like there was a tour happening. And they walked into the hall, and then I was like, I was like, Daur! And then all of a sudden, like,
I promise you should come to Earlham. We're not all like...
Because there's, like, actually, like, other people there. Like, I was like... But anyway, so, yeah, she really needs to tell Arabin that she's fucking moving out.
Yes. She needs to fucking move out.
Yeah, she does. She does. She, like... So, as she's sitting, he, like, okay, Donoval's down there. And I shit you not, the funniest part of this, she was like... He's not particularly handsome, but he's not an eyesore either. And it's like, oh, God, what a fucking compliment that was. I want from people to say from now on, I'm not particularly beautiful, but, like, at least I'm not an eyesore. At least just give me that. At least give me that.
At least they can look at me, you know?
And also the way Elizabeth Evans did that, too, because she was, like, super happy, the audiobook narrator. And all of a sudden, she was just like... Not particularly handsome, but not an eyesore, I guess. It was just the gait with which she said it was amazing. Yo, Bardingale, Leifer being in her 20s, and he was like, as soon as like, oh, Donoval in his early 50s, and then they were like, Bardingale in her early 20s, I was like... Arabin answered my question immediately. He went, an arranged marriage. I didn't know they could divorce in this world.
8.
I mean, literally, they basically said that she got half. Like, they still have joint stuff and that she got, like, a bunch of money from being with him. I'm glad someone brought it up. Because I definitely was. Because they kind of describe it as, like, they didn't have any children, so there seemed like there was some abuse going on. Girl, that played so much into the lie. Mm-hmm. Because you obviously see, like, an old man with a younger woman, and you think scumbag. Mm-hmm. But it's like, she's the horrible person this whole time. Again, I'm not saying that in every situation this is like this, but trope. Yeah. In that era, you would think that he was the fucked up one. Again, to a certain extent, yes, marrying like someone who probably was an adolescent at the time of the marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still fucked. But I'm not saying, at least he wasn't a slave. What a low bar.
Fine. At least he's not a slaver.
What a low fucking bar to set.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Selena is not in a dress as revealing. But, God, this moment with her and Sam was cute. It was like, they kind of both wanted to say something to each other, but they didn't know, like, who to start. So she turns around and she's like, you look handsome. I think he was so taken off guard, because, like, that was, like, the first time I think she's shown any indication of, like, seeing his looks. Mm-hmm. Because they've probably gone to this theater together before, like, a lot.
Yeah.
He said, you look beautiful, but you already know that already. That's me. That's how a guy that I like would be. So is Sarah J. Maas just like giving me the men that I should be going for?
Yes, obviously.
Thank you, Sarah. I do appreciate, though, how when she saw Donoval before their kind of cute exchange, she goes, like, how can this guy, like, hold his head high in here? Knowing what he's done or what he's doing, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, and then look at Leifer, right? Like, because he kind of looked bored and then she looked happy, you know? So it's... again, it's the classic young thing where young kids especially, they're like, well, why do bad things happen? And it's a hard question for an adult to answer. There's no reason. Like, why do some people have a morality more than others? It's like not an easy question to answer, and it's, well, you can't really answer it. And it just shows you like differences in living by a moral code.
Right.
And I appreciated her saying it. So then the play starts. It's like a dance. I'm going to assume it's some sort of opera. Because there's also like...
Or a ballet or something.
Yeah. I appreciate, though, because I always look for some sort of Easter eggs. But I appreciated when play started. It basically was saying, like, especially if you... Oh, God. Okay. It reminds me of House of the Dragon just a little bit. Like Game of Thrones. Where, like, if you once had a... Like, in the olden days, you had magic. You had dragons. You had the... Plays always like to go off of, like, the mystical. Like, the creatures that were alive and, like, what used to have been. So it's like when
it always starts with the creatures.
Yeah, it's like, so when they, describe the beginning, she basically is saying, like, we're walking into the mist of, like, you know, myths are born true, creatures are out and about, you know, magic is still alive. It's like, that's what's beautiful about the theater, is that it's bringing the old stuff back. And I think that that's a good way that she's, you know, talking about the arts here.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily, I mean, arts can be political, because everything can be political. But I think more what I'm trying to say is that it's not like losing the storytelling. It's keeping that stuff alive and not letting it disappear. Something I noticed as well when I started reading this again is that I guess, like, the whole premise of the opera was a prince rescuing his bride, and then the cunning bird helped. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, I don't...
Is that mentioned for a reason?
I don't know. I was like, is this... Yeah, because let me see it. Yeah, a legend of a prince seeking to rescue his bride, and the cunning bird he captured to help him do it. I'm like, okay. Random thing a theater would do, to be honest.
Yeah.
That I'm not surprised by.
I mean, it's probably part of their folklore or whatever.
All the talk about how she feels like the music in her bones, and, you know, it brought her to tears. And I mean, as music people, I mean, we, like, she talks about the climax, the kind of getting up there, and then, you know, she feels it echoing for eternity in her bones, and it's just an overwhelming experience. Dramatic, but also real.
Yeah, I mean, that's how music can affect people.
Yo, the fact that Sam, though, told Lysander to shut up is kind of crazy.
It's like he's trying to prove to Selena, you know, it's like, see, we're not like a thing. Like, I can tell her to shut up.
Oh no, he's trying over and over again to, like, I mean, Arabin kind of, like, hissed at him. He's like, shh, like, shut up. Like, you shut up. It's like
you shut up. Do not talk to our boy like that.
Basically, yeah, you have no reason to talk to him like that. But Selena just, like, keeps on clapping, kind of, like, stood there and like a paralyzed and then after it's done clapping, she's the last to leave the theater, which is definitely something I've done many a times.
Yeah.
There's just a feeling of, like, feeling it throughout the entire thing until everyone is gone. I also don't like leaving a show immediately. Like, so many people when they go to movies or, like, a musical or whatever. You always
gotta stay all the way through the credits. I mean, one of the reasons is to actually, if you're, like, looking for, like, an actor or something that you thought you saw. But then also, all of the movies these days are doing after credit scenes or mid credit scenes.
Yeah, the Marvel credit scenes everyone talks about.
Yeah.
So basically, everyone leaves the theater before she does, and then, woohoo, party at Arabin's house. No, thank you.
No, thanks.
Yeah, I'd
rather party out in the streets.
I would literally just go to bed. Yeah, I was like, hell no. I don't want to go to your fucking party if she's going to be there. Hell no. I've also said no to parties. I mean, not that I've ever been really invited to them, but... So she slips into the music room. Apparently they have a music room. Why wouldn't they? In her full-blown gown. And she just starts to play out the piano. I mean, this one I really thought about you for... Because, like, I'm talented in music, but not enough to start, like, plucking out what I thought the notes would be.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's sitting there for a while, and like she finally gets some sort of melody going. Mm-hmm. That takes the talent of a musician that I just don't have, like to kind of pull it out of my thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, it's also something else that I would do, just of like avoid the party and avoid the people and go find a piano somewhere.
Oh, true. Yeah. I would go to the party for like 10 minutes and then I'd find my own space.
Exactly.
The fact that he didn't enter the room, he was sitting outside listening.
He protected the space.
Sweet boy. Sweet, sweet boy.
We need a green flag.
We do. Maybe we'll find one. Hey,
here, I have green yarn.
Our fan base, buy us green and red flags.
I have green yarn. Does this count as a flag?
I don't think so. I didn't even think that looked blue to me.
Okay.
So I need something like bright green.
Yes. Buy us a green flag and a red flag.
It's funny how as soon as like she walks out, he's like, okay, so you're taking the job with Donovan. She's had other jobs before.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow with this one, after everything they've been through, like he's worried about her doing it by herself.
Protective.
Very. I think he's always been like that, but I think in this instance, just because of Skulls Bay, they're like, what? It's just we're better together.
Yeah, but also, like, yes, they are better together, definitely. But I think also now he's feeling an extra level of protectiveness because, while she's mostly been acting the same, she's also changed because she spent 3 months away and she also got beat by her master. And then, everything that happened with the Silent Assassins, though Sam doesn't seem to know that part yet. She is a changed person, even though, like, it's like you're a changed person, but now you're trying to fit back into the same place that you were.
It's also, I think he knows that something's wrong, but he can't put his finger on it. He's like, okay, because he seems to know Arabin's true nature, and he's kind of like, something's off about this job. Like, I don't know what it is, and I don't know where the rug is going to be pulled under, but I don't trust this. No. But he isn't the one that says, let's do it together. She does.
Aww. She wants to spend time with him.
I do appreciate Selena as a character, though, for more than one reason. The fact when she's like, hey, weren't you supposed to be, like, watching Donovan tonight? She's like, some things are more important than death. And it shows, like, a person's awareness that even though this is a job and she has to do it, like, she does understand, like, the beauty of life. Yeah. Which I think where some people I'm trying to say, hey, all the assassins out there, I think even in modern day jobs, sometimes people lose their humanity when they're doing jobs like this.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I'm not saying everyone does, but there is, like, a level of, you've seen death so much and, like, you just kind of get too numb to it.
Or, like, I read this fan fiction way, way, way back. That was a Naruto fan fiction. And it was basically about how, because in the anime, he's, like, kind of like the dumb blonde. He's like the reckless guy who works really hard, but he doesn't have that much skill at first. But so in this fan fiction, it was like, surprise, surprise, he only acts dumb. Like, he's actually really smart and he's actually really skilled. And he works as more of an assassin. But then he wears a mask whenever he kills, so that when he takes the mask off, he's no longer that killer. It's like you do the little things to try and protect yourself.
I mean, I think that's what she's been doing. Is like I think this is her first job without it. Rolf wasn't a job. That was just like unfortunate circumstance. Like, this is her first job without the mask.
Is she like ordered not to use the mask? Or is it like by choice?
I think with this one, she does don the mask at some point. Yeah, so like, okay, when she, again, because we're talking about this whole section. Eventually she does wear the mask when she kills Donovan, but then because Philip knew who she was already, because she was under the disguise of the niece when she was doing reconnaissance, someone who wasn't Philip who actively tried to kill her wouldn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
So she was still unknown technically. Like, when she was doing the reconnaissance and stuff when they were on the roof, like she didn't have her mask on, but when she did the killing, she did have the mask on.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
No, you're good. So I'm saying that, like, I mean, again, did Sarah J. Maas based this off of Naruto, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe took that. The fact that it's every good guy's dumb move, and the fact that he's trying to give humanity to Lysandra, I get what you're trying to do, but don't do that when like there's a jealous girl who you haven't established what you are yet. Yeah. Because it's like, well, I mean, Lysandra's better when she's alone. It's like, well, you've been alone with her. What the fuck? It's like, I thought you guys were just, it's like, okay.
It's like, that came out wrong.
Guys, don't shoot yourself in the foot like that. Like, it's a bad move. So Arabin, again, this is where we get it. Arabin told him to help Lysandra. And so we finally get now, Sam got beat the fuck up by Arabin after she left, was unconscious for a day, and then was like in and out for 2 days. And he says, my punishment for Skulls Bay was to watch you get beaten. And I was like, we have been saying this since the last novella book, bro. Because she was like, why was he held back by 3 guys? Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Because he fucking cares about you. That's why. And Arabin saw that weakness.
God, why is this me, though? Because, like, at every opportunity, he's saying the right things, and then she, like, tries to...
Because technically, she, if you think about it that way, her punishment was to be sent away to the silent assassins, right?
Yeah.
And his punishment was to see her get beat. So technically, if Sam hadn't gotten the punishment of seeing her get beat, she wouldn't have gotten beat.
If he didn't care for her, yeah.
Yeah.
I also think the punishment was the fact that he had to stay, because he knew Arabin would... Arabin knew that he would stay to make sure that she came back safe.
Using him as the chess piece of, like, she has to go back because he's there.
Well, it's like she also the fact that she would come back to know if he was safe or not. It was like a double-edged sword, you know? I love the fact that she brings up, like, well, you can enjoy Lysandra or pay, like, what is it, anyone else for hire or something like that?
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, I don't have any, no, that was later, sorry. She says, like, will you like, be putting in money on Lysandra's bidding? And he goes, dude, I'm broke. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would
What money? All my money goes to Arabin. It's
a trap question, guys. It's a trap question. He's like, well, I mean, like, I don't even have any money, but if I did, it's like, if you did, well, it's a trap.
Like, well, if I did, then I'd be paying for my freedom.
Yeah, no, but I love how she was like, God, I don't do this shit, because that's just an unnecessary trap question. But it's like, it's very much the thing of, like, trying to get him caught in a tied up words.
Self-sabotage in that, or self-actualization.
But he's happy to care. But he smirks at it, though. He doesn't actually get upset by it. He's like, well, I'm happy to know that you care about who I sleep with. And I'm like...
It's like, dude.
Dude, totally fucking wrong thing to say is like, so no summer romances? Like, we didn't have a summer romance. And she just goes, well, I definitely had fun this summer. And
nothing happened.
The biggest, like, I'm gonna up talk, like, what I did when I almost kissed a guy.
Yeah. It's like, I almost kissed a guy. I did have some fun with the siege and all that shit, but I'm not gonna tell you that it wasn't all romantic.
Yeah, we slept, we fucked, we had, like, great sex. Still hadn't kissed someone.
Just be like, I shared a room with someone.
Yeah, no, it's the tall tale, like, it's like exaggeration. That's the word.
Yeah, or saying stuff without context that makes it people assume the context.
But dude, because she's such a beautiful woman, because she's a very sought after person. She's beautiful. She can kick ass. She's smart and she's funny. So he's like, he believes it. He goes, immediately turned down face. It's like, because he's like, excuse me? The Mute Master's son was more than, like, satisfactory. It's like, so because that hurt him and he was about to walk away, she gives him the job. She says, hey, I'm sorry, can you help me? And I think he's so thrown off that the fact that she's asking for his help.
Yeah.
It's because she
wants help at all, but especially his help.
She doesn't want his help. She wants him around.
Yes. She doesn't need his help.
I would want that too. I was like, babe, you could just be in the shadows. I just want you here. Emotional support.
Yes.
So basically,
if ever I'm feeling stressed from a mission, I'll just look at you and I'll feel better.
I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes Side piece, bro. Basically, she says, if you help with Donovan, I'll give you half the money. Very generous.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, you can keep the money. Ruining another slave trade agreement is enough.
Aww.
It's the fact that they go into it with, like, good intentions, and then they come out, like, fucking losing. And I hate that.
That's how it always happens.
I love that she wants to... God, men, good men, even men who are, like, fixers, in the sense of, like, they just want to help, and, like, the best thing is when someone asks for it, instead of kind of getting this bitchy tone of just, like, well, just then do it yourself, whatever. Like, it's... The amount of times that I've ever asked my dad, or, like, you know, not that I've asked many men in my life, but mostly my dad. When I've genuinely asked him for help instead of being snooty about something, he's genuinely so happy to do it. And that's just, like, a good
Your dad is sweet.
I know. He's my papa. Aw, he says that I missed you.
Oh.
As he's walking away.
You two should kiss.
Kiss! And the fact that she says, I missed you too, Sam Cortland. Yo, he walks away, has his hands in the pockets. Bro.
What the fuck, man?
Okay. This upsets me now. That's how you know he's, like, a keeper. That's how you know he's, like, endgame. If he puts the hands in the pockets, you know that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Also, you're kryptonite, but...
There's just something about a man putting his hands in his pockets. I don't know.
It's just a casual flair.
It's like it's not even a fuckboy attitude. Like, a fuckboy would be kind of like this.
Sensual aloofness.
Yeah, it's like a weird reason. Guys, start putting your hands in your pockets. You'll pick up some ladies.
But don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
You gotta still have some personality.
You gotta put both hands in. If you put one hand in and you have the thumb sticking out, that's fuckboy behavior. You
gotta hide your hands in the pocket.
They've gotta be both hands flat. Because if you fist them, it just looks weird. You know what I'm saying?
Don't fist them.
Don't fist them. But yeah, like, there's just something about that sensual grace that just, like, gives, like, we're giving the guys such a tutorial.
Says the virgins.
Says the virgins. But we at least
But this is just what we are virgins, which means that we have plenty of time to dream about what would be perfect.
We have plenty of time to think. Not much action, though.
Not yet, but we'll know what we want when we get the action.
Okay, guys, what a low bar is that, though? Just put your hands
in your pocket.
Like, how fucking hard is that?
Put your hands in your pocket and be a good person. It's not that hard.
So then we move on to chapter 4. They're just crouching on the rooftops. This scene, it, like, reminds me of how the graphic is.
Yeah.
Because it's them on the rooftop, and now we finally get to see it.
That's kind of, the inspiration I took for that.
So it's like, it's raining, like, they're in the shadows. It's like, there's gargoyles there. It's really funny. At least
they are the gargoyles.
Yes. They've been up there for 6 hours, dude. Nah. Not without music or some sort of entertainment.
I feel like that's similar to how it started with AKILA, with their, like, I've been in this tree for hours, and, like, my body's going stiff, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably how it would be on the rooftops, too.
And I mean, I guess that they're sort of moving around, like, watching Donovan's house, and so, like, they're looking at every window to see, like, which has inside lashes, which has outside lashes, and, like, it's like they're moving around the house. Because obviously this is Rifthold, so, like, the houses are really, really close together.
Yeah, so they can just hop roof to roof. You know, the gaps between them are probably no more than 6 feet.
Where they can actually go rooftop surfing.
Parkour!
Like, when it said that this was one of the more fashionable avenues, I think it was more saying, like, this is, like, a rich part of town. Because clearly, Rifthold is mostly slums. But the Assassin's Keep in this place and, like, some other places, like, obviously show a little bit more wealth. I think, like, the one thing to know in this whole description of his house is that there's a lot of guards and they're everywhere, but they're also good. Like, they don't linger on patrol. They don't seem to kind of, because, like, at least in Always, I don't know, this was kind of like my first assassin piece of literature I was reading, but just in every heist thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's always like when they're changing the guards that it's always like that's the time to strike and stuff.
Right, or the guards are always just like, huh? What's going around?
Not like stormtrooper type.
Yeah, very much.
But like she even acknowledged that they change every 2 hours, which is super frequent.
Yeah.
But not like not in the bad way.
I think that makes sense in my brain because, if you're staring at something for too long, then you can easily miss something. So, like, the 2 hours thing is, like, always changing the position where you're looking. Always getting, like, a fresh pair of eyes.
Well, and this should have been another clue. Again, retrospect's a bitch, but this should have been the fact that they're very fiercely guarding this person. And maybe not even just the person. Like, maybe they know Donoval's kind of a sleazebag, but it's, like, the idea of what they're protecting is, like, in every... I'm still thinking Game of Thrones. Like what level of if like people are fighting for you fiercely, it means like you're fighting for a good cause more often than not.
Right.
But then I also think of like the Hybern people and how like they were fighting like tooth and nail to get what they want, but it's because the king was like framing it in a way where it was like people's liberation sort of thing.
Right. It depends on how it's framed.
Yeah, so it's like, that should have been our first clue that maybe he wasn't... Because who would protect a slave person like that?
Yeah, more sickos.
Right, it wouldn't seem that, like, slavery... Especially if you're hiring bodyguards. I'm not trying to, like, hammer this point in, like, to death. I'm just saying it's like, if you hire bodyguards, normally hired people are not very too keen on, I don't know, just slavery or just, like, bad shit.
Right.
So, of course, as well, it's like people are instantly, like, constantly coming in and out of the house. So that's also bad because, like, there's people there. Like, it's not silent. It's very... Something is happening.
They can't, like, necessarily go closer to stake it out because there's so many people.
Yeah. And, of course, it's raining. It's kind of cold. And, snuggle together for some warmth. That's totally what,
Just warmth. Just warmth.
God, dude, as a teen, oh God, like there was, again,
I want to snuggle up.
Being like whoever you like, right? But I'm saying for me, like being close to someone who I liked for the first time and being like really up in their face, an experience just to like that. Oh God, like butterflies, the type of like, oh, should I lean in? Should I not? Like I totally was feeling this though.
Am I allowed to get closer?
Right. And of course I feel like I just imagine a Sam puffed out chest as soon as like she gets to try to get closer to him. He's kind of like, I'm being like big man.
Or just she's getting close to me. Relief.
I think the observation she has in this is really showing her skill. A lot of things that I wouldn't have thought about. I didn't even thinking about the windows. I mean, again, I don't know what an assassin looks for in like the days leading up to something. This is how good murders happen. Like, again, murder's not good, but I'm just saying like the really
skilled murders.
Yeah, like the serial killer types, the Jeffrey Dahmer types. Just observing like what us normal people like wouldn't really think about. So they found the private study on the second floor. So they figured out where like the place is gonna happen, like where the meeting is gonna happen. And of course, just as they're like observing and looking, so many instances like this, he's like, so
insecurities,
But bringing it up now, like I don't.
Insecurities don't care if you're in the middle of an assassination attempt.
That's true. He's like, so you and the mute master's son, and it's like, oh dear God.
He's so curious. He's probably been sitting on that for the past 6 hours.
I don't think she knew how much like that would actually fuck with his brain. And I also remembered rereading this again that they're like the young people in the Assassin's Guild. Like everyone else is older.
And he's probably never like seen her have any interest in anyone.
Yeah, because she hasn't seen him with any younger men besides him. I do appreciate how it wasn't long-winded. She's like, he's like, I'm like, nothing happened with him. And he's like, well, nothing happened with Lysandra either. It's like, yeah, we know.
Yes. Like, we appreciate you telling. But it's also kind of one of those moments where it's like, does he actually believe me that I'm saying this? Because it's like, well, I'm going to say that nothing happened anyway, even if I don't believe you that nothing happened with you.
Well, it's the whole Nesta thing. I'm just going to, like, I'm going to trigger you to have a reaction. But then I'm, like, putting the seed of doubt, even though, like, on my end, there's nothing.
Right.
I'm just making you have a reaction. He said, since we're friends now, quote unquote, I thought you should know. It's like, yeah, friends.
I mean, childhood enemies to friends is a good step.
Yes, that's good. I mean, you got to be friends after what happened with that, right?
Yeah.
A little trauma bonding.
Of course.
I was so, girl, it was, God, it's so cute. He's like, so, does this mean, like, I think he actually meant it. He was like, when you take the Assassin's Guild, am I going to be your second in command?
Oh.
I was like, oh. A man who's cool being second?
And letting the woman be in charge?
Yes. We green flags all around.
Green flags. The amount of, like, just looking at your notes, though, the amount of, aw, Sam, throughout this.
I literally told you I had so much of it in this. Because I was feeling it when I was listening to it again. So there's one particular bodyguard in mind that is kind of like really like bigger than the others. Hulking is what they say. So weirdly enough, he just kind of when Donovan finally gets back to the house, he leaves and just goes on some random errand through some back alleys, and they follow him to see if maybe this is something that he does, or that, you know, maybe when he's gone, maybe they can go and do something.
Pull on every loose thread.
Right. Them running around the city, though, like going down certain pipes, and Sarah's explanation of the city, I loved.
We love a good city descriptor.
Well, and then how they were, you know, like on the rooftops, and then all of a sudden, like, hand in hand in the streets. The adaptability. Yeah, I know.
Dude, I literally keep thinking of the Enola Holmes movies. Because, like, there's one scene where in particular she is, like, following someone and, you know, trying not to be caught. And so she's sneaking along, and then she'll hide behind it when person looks back, and then sneaking along. And then the next time that person looks back, she just, like, turns around and, like, puts her arm in a random man's arm. It's like, hello, dearie. It's like just fitting in with the crowd around.
Yeah, I need to see those movies.
Yes, you do. You would love them, actually, I think.
Millie Bobby Brown, even though I was never a, Stranger Things kid.
Me neither.
I did appreciate her in that one dragon movie.
Damsel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was epic.
The festival's still up and running. The streets are overfilling with garbage, and reading this on a reread and realizing, like, she just put it in plain sight about, hey, yeah, tomorrow night they're gonna like, you know, unleash into the sewers. They're gonna clean out all the shit in there and, like, wash it out into the Avery. And I'm like, damn it, she was foreshadowing, or she was saying it right there. But who would have us to think that, like, she actually would get caught up in that shit?
Right. She thought it was just regular old pollution.
Right. So they follow him to the tavern, but he just drinks. He's not actually, like, doing anything.
Boring.
That should have been a really big. He totally was leading them away, because it's like
what happened while they were watching him.
Right. They don't know. So it should. God, there's, like, so many instances of, like, me as a when I was younger reading this and being like, if Donovan was the one who was supposed to be talking to the king about the road, why is it that Martingale's the one going? Like, again, I think that they were saying that, like, Leifer's the one who has the connection to the queen, so that's why she's doing the main negotiations. Yeah. But then, like, that doesn't really make any sense if, like, he's the one who has the information.
Which is maybe why she needs the information.
I mean, yeah, because, like, I'm just saying, like, Arabin's description is not adding up here. Like, why is she going into the interrogation or to the negotiations, but not him?
It probably is an interrogation, honestly.
And it's with the king, too, so, you know. Yeah, but you're right. Just paid for the ale, returns back. Like, Selena's bored to tears. But I think that's kind of the point, is to bore her so that she doesn't think that, like, something's actually going to happen. So then, of course, they're back in the Assassin's Keep. She's soaking in the tub just like normal people do.
Like normal people in the Lux life do.
Right. She has another present on her bed, but this one is not from Arabin. Dude, Sam somehow had his resources and got the sheet music from the other night as a gift.
The music from the theater.
Which, I'll tell you what, as someone who knows about the orchestra sheet music, that shit is hard to get.
Yeah.
Like, you have to know someone in there and make copies or something. And obviously they don't have copies here, so...
Handwritten, hand transcribe it.
Mm-hmm. And it was from so it was like from a new arrangement. So it's like, it's new, so it's not like established work.
Right. It's not like someone else who's retired from the orchestra is going to have it kind of vibe.
Right. So I don't know how he get it, but he got it. And of course, she's just playing away.
A man who like pays attention to what you love and what like makes you feel things rather than just, oh, I'm going to get you flowers, which you don't like flowers, you know?
Are you talking about me?
Well, no, I was talking about in general. No, if it were you, it's like, I'm going to get you a flower, even though you have no idea how to take care of flowers.
Yikes.
I mean, the same goes for me. I don't know how to do that.
That's it's not like from real life at all.
Right. But like the fact that he noticed how much that music impacted her and then went through all the effort to get it for her. Like that's what that's what makes us fall for Sam. Us.
Every time.
The readers, of course, not just Selena, you know?
No, but yeah, that too. I mean, it's the whole idea of someone who has everything. Like, what do you get someone who has everything? Something more valuable than, or it's not even just someone who has everything, but like when you have nothing, you have no money to pay for a gift. Like, what is it that I can get for this person
that they can't get for themselves?
Yeah.
Or won't.
And I think gifts like this are so much more, like, they're so much better than like jewels. And I'm not saying that as a typical woman response, because I'm a girly girl, but not when it comes to, like, I don't want my man to get me jewels or clothes, except for the engagement wedding ring. That's it. Like, that's the only.
Which you don't even like jewelry in the first place, so.
I don't.
He's gonna have your future husband is going to have a hard time finding the right wedding ring that doesn't like make you freak out.
We're gonna have to like purposely go ring shopping, just in random. He might not even propose like in that near that time, but at least to just say, let's go ring shopping together. The next thing that happens is the Harvest Moon party, which is at Bardingale's house. And girl, there's so many fucking signs. She literally has slaves like at the venue, and I don't think, maybe somebody else like smarter than us picked that up right away. But it's like, oh, at an extravagant party, there's like beautiful, quote unquote, exotic women up in cages. I know, but like that's what they say, right?
Right. And I mean, even just calling them exotic women is a sign.
Right. And then threw me off then when the men had like collars on. But I have seen in some, you know, like period pieces that it's kind of like I don't want to say, God, they make it look like a fashion accessory, but then you still know like what it's for. I mean, just like think about those servant girls in Game of Thrones. They have like some sort of like metal around their neck. So it's not like a collar, but you kind of know that.
Yeah, it's a certain type of collar that you know is associated with slavery.
Yeah. It's not just like a full blown like wide collar. It's more just like
a metal shackle.
Dude, just the fact she has slaves at the party and we're just like not realizing.
No.
Should I be judging Selena that she's like, oh, this is like one of the poppinest parties I've been to. I'm like,
yes.
A Gatsby level party of just like unnecessary proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who the fuck knows about what the harvest moon is? What the hell are you?
What? They're just calling it like a time and a place to get down and not care about society for like a couple hours.
I mean, again, anyone is here, like what they said. So, unfortunately, Arabin's also here because he has to play the uncle role. So, her, like, fake name is Diana Bracken that she uses. Because I guess they also they know who Arabin is, but, like, they also, I don't think, know what he looks like at times. Like, I feel like they know, but it's at least good enough where they can ruse that he's some random person. So obviously Sam is here. Lysandra, thank God, is not here. They're here to see who Donovan is associating with to see if they can find out who the convoy is.
They're exes, but he's still invited to the party.
Right. And I think she mentions it, like, in this, where she's like, wow, Bartingale's going to a really far extreme to make him think that they're friends.
Yeah. It's like, what are we missing here? Like, we're not noticing it.
Yeah, like, why would you, I mean, I guess, like, a false sense of security, but, like, why are you bringing, if apparently he's, like, a terrible guy. But again,
right.
Also doing the reconnaissance is important, because he does seem like a dumb man. Like, he doesn't seem very
much so. A dumb, horny man.
Yeah, dude, sitting in an alcove, private alcove, with, like, 4 courtesans on him, I'm like...
Those poor courtesans.
Just seeing an old man with, like, really young girls just gives me, like, such the ick. And it should.
Everything about this underworld of Rifthold gives us the ick.
And it doesn't seem like he's the only one like this.
No. Probably most of the old men in the city.
But again, it just feeds into that lie that he's a terrible person. And just makes it so easy to believe instead of, like, the other way around. Yeah, and Sam does seem to have, like, a soft spot for the courtesans. So I do appreciate how she understands that. Yeah, I think what also sucks about this is that, like, she thinks the best of Bartingale in a way where it's like, oh, you know, she's really taken the L on this to get him for us to get information. When it's like she's taking so much pleasure in this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. As soon as she sees him, she's like, yeah, this is a guy who wants to be hero worshipped and wants to be seen. So I just, again, this is not how it was, like, scripted, but I just imagine her having some sort of shawl on and then like her taking it off, and then Sam's like, what are you doing? And she's like, don't follow me. And then walks up to Donovan.
So dramatic. Sometimes I forget they're teens, but, like, that's such a teen move of, like, dramatic, like, hair flip and then pull the shawl off of, like, time to, you know, like, puff up the breasts.
I mean, especially when you look like her. I mean, she's just definitely using her beauty to her advantage.
I mean, beauty's a weapon.
So she keeps her eyes on Donovan as she walks up, and she just goes, okay, I know I don't bring up the audiobook too much, but I just had to bring up Elizabeth Evans here, the one who does the narration. So when she's going in between her voices, like when she's being like the doting young person, and then at some point she literally just go, God, this man deserved to die. Going from, like, that voice to the very, like, deep guttural, God, this man's an idiot. It was really fun to listen to. I laughed.
That is funny. That's someone taking creativity with it.
I think she was also just surprised that someone so dumb had such important documents. Like, who fucking let you guys give this to him? Why?
Why does he have it?
So she opted for a low-cut dress. But I do appreciate, though, how she says, and maybe this is because we are who we are, but, like, there is kind of an allure to not showing everything.
Yeah, leave something to the imagination.
Right. So it's like, don't necessarily, like, if you're going to be showing, I guess, your chest, maybe keep your ass, like, composed, and then your legs.
Or it's like, if you're going to show your ass, then have a long sleeve on the top.
Yeah. Not like a turtleneck level, but just enough to where you're not seeing anything.
But you see that all the time in in all the movies, honestly. It's like, oh, I'm going out on the town. I'm going to have a really short dress that barely hides my ass, but then I'm going to have long sleeves and clutch my clutch. But then also still having some, chokers or necklaces or something.
True. Yeah, the courtesans are mad because, I mean, dude, I would have felt like, thank you for giving us a reprieve for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But again, maybe that also affects their tip. I don't know. I don't know how courtesan work works. So, but as if she was a good, decent girl. It's like,
well, I don't think that's what he actually wants, but okay.
Weirdly enough, even though he's kind of creeping, he's not disrespectful. I was imagining he was gonna touch her knee or some weird shit. But he actually keeps his distance. But he's definitely looking.
He's looking, but he's not touching. I feel like that's another sign.
Right, that he's not in that, Or he took his hands off of the other courtesans because she was feeling uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So she's using the inn that her uncle is a businessman who really looks up to this guy. So she has him hooked immediately.
Of course.
Of course.
Hey, she can act. Hey. Sounds like another person I know.
Damn. I know we've mentioned this before, but what I love about the Assassin's Blade 2 is that we don't actually get her eye color till at this point. They kind of give us moments where they say, oh, the gold kind of speckled in her eyes and the but they don't actually tell us that they're blue and gold.
Yeah.
So she's got a very unique eye color, and especially if you're staring at someone in the eyes, it can be very alluring.
Very much.
Especially with the fact that she's also a blonde, because even in this universe,
with the blonde and blue-eyed. Is how but it's not just blue-eyed.
Yeah, there's gold ringed eyes. So she's like, oh, I really don't want to interrupt whatever you're doing. So could I call on you? Not today, not tomorrow, the next day.
That's very highly specific.
She's like, yeah, we can't do the morning. She's being smart about this, but she should also have known that Philip was listening.
Yeah.
But I even think going later, I don't think he knew that they were the same person. Even Philip didn't know.
No.
So, yeah, he's most young women don't have the nerve to approach me. It's yeah, there's a reason.
Yes, you should be suspicious.
Yeah, do not. Not when a hot girl comes up to someone looking like that. I'm sorry. They're either there to kill you or for money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for your lovely personality, I can tell you that. But how easy was that? He's like, I got dinner plans. It's all right, so when should our carriage pick you up? After to the theater? What time should of course no, it's not an inconvenience at all. He's like, yeah, my meeting will be 1 hour. So let's meet at 8:30. And I'm like, all right.
Thanks, dude.
So 7:30.
7:30 is the meeting time.
I do appreciate though how when she thought things were going the opposite direction, he thought he was catching on. She just put her hands down on the side and then pushed her tits together. Hey, I think we've all used that move.
I don't think I've ever used that move.
You've never purposely pushed your boobs together to distract? You're missing out.
Yes, I am apparently.
I mean, again, I've never had a hit out on somebody, but I'm just saying.
When have you done it?
Plenty of times
to distract someone?
No, just getting guys' attention.
Oh, no, that would be something you do, though.
And they do look, though, so.
I probably could do it and they would look, but I don't. I've never done that.
Damn, you should try it.
Maybe I should start doing that. Draw some attention.
It's funny to see.
Mm-hmm.
Works every time. Because it's also, she's smart as hell for using her age and looks, because he likes younger women. And so it's working. So, I mean, yeah, she gets all she needs and then leaves. And then he just doesn't think twice about it. Honestly, I do agree with her. Yeah, like, you being super irresponsible about this for having such important information, you deserve to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it was because I was hungry last night, but when I saw, like, when I was making my notes, like, yesterday morning, but it was the food that they had was, like, very capital style. Just so much cake, meat, like, well-cooked shit.
Lots of refreshment tables.
Right, and I was like, God damn, the wealth here. Especially when most of the city is suffering, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they're gonna, like, survive in the lush wealth that there is, and then throw the scraps out on the street for the urchins.
Or yeah, put it in the sewer, wherever it is.
Right.
Yo, okay, so when Bardingale sees Selena and gives her, like, that pitying look, oh my god, it's not, because Selena takes it as Bardingale is pitying Donovan, but yo, it's her that she pities.
And why?
Because I think this is the moment where she figures out that Selena doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really getting the whole story, are you?
Nope.
Because again, what does Leifer care? Like, if Leifer tells the truth about, like, she's just a willing customer. At least to her, look. So the fact that Selena is trying so hard for something that is, like, not something you should be fighting for, she definitely thinks something's wrong. Or that she doesn't know everything.
Which seems to be a common occurrence throughout all of this.
And just specifically because they see each other in this moment. And of course, Sam's giving that, like, oh god, he was, like, near my woman look. As he's
back the fuck away.
I'm like, hell no. I do, and I quote, "And now that I got what I came here for, I want to dance. So drink up, Sam Cortland. We're not washing our hands in blood tonight." I appreciate that she can, live in the moment even when they're on a mission.
She does have a more carefree side, other than the very serious prodigy.
Yeah. I mean, it's being a teenager. Like, it's like, this is when she can actually, like, go and do the fun stuff that...
This is their version of college parties.
I mean, yeah, they're up to, like, what, 3 a.m. or whatever?
Yeah.
And that's when it really gets started going. That is a college thing.
Yeah.
Like, if they told me the party started at 11, I'd be there at, like, 10:55. And no one was there early. So, like, if party was at 11, it meant, like, 12:30.
Yeah. Or, like, if you got there early, like, it would just be really boring, basically, until that certain time. That was the unspoken time.
Yeah, because anyone who's just there is the people that are in the house, and they're still, like, setting up and shit.
Yeah, it's like, so if you're there early, you're going to help set up. Otherwise, don't come until it's actually time.
She starts dancing the night away, and something that she mentioned was that, like, when it turned midnight, the music turned sensual. And I was like, I was thinking of what my dad always used to say when I was young. He's like, nothing ever good happens after midnight. And I was like, yeah, you were right, Dad. You were right.
Sensuality, nothing good.
That was also just, like, my loving dad trying to be like, if you go out late, just be careful.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm sorry for laughing too much, but there's, like, so many moments of this where I'm just, it's so, I could just imagine Sam on the dance floor. She's just dancing the night away with random people, and then, like, all these hot girls try to come up to Sam at moments, and he's just politely saying, like, yeah, no, like,
no thanks.
Yeah, I don't want to dance, or kind of like, eh. But he's doing it in a polite way.
Of course, because he's a polite boy.
Damn, I would shoot my shot, and I'd be one of the people that didn't get it.
Well, no, you would, because you're basically Selena.
I know, but I'm saying if I was, like, another random person there, I'd shoot it and then not get it. Yeah. She's such a good man. So yes, as 3 a.m. hits, 4 young strapping men with masks come into the party. And this is not a masquerade.
Mm-hmm.
I was so curious.
They missed the memo.
Right. About who these people were. So basically what Selena was saying was that they were nobility, like, in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, any people who are coming out, like, after 3 a.m., like, are there for one thing. When she described the dark-haired ringleader had sapphire eyes, I, like, immediately was like, yo, is Sam not Endgame? I was like, because it seems like their endgame, and then like that guy showed up, and I mean, you know how I feel about the blue-eyed, dark-haired guys, so
yes, that's like Reese. Is that you?
And I know Sarah too, so I'm like, is he not? Because who the fuck is this guy?
Right. Why is he being described? Why is he being mentioned? And of course, he's masked. Why?
Right, and like the fact that they can only see his eyes, that's crazy. She also mentions that there's one guy that stands closer to him, that he has like a sword attached to his hip, which it doesn't seem like anyone else is really armed here.
Yeah, so, I mean, even I got that bodyguard vibe.
Well, and armed, I guess, like, so outright.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Like, the other bodyguards for the other people out there weren't armed.
They've probably got maybe, like, hidden knives or something, but maybe not, like, just a full-blown sword. I mean, that just shows you that they're, like, not... They don't care about where they are.
No.
Yo, when they met eyes, and I was like, oh, fuck. Dude. The little dance... Because, like, it doesn't, it doesn't stay long, right? But the hand on the waist, yo. That
Be still my beating heart.
That would take... Yeah, it's a very intimate... Especially if
you're... It's a very vulnerable thing as well that can become intimate or really scary depending on the situation.
Yeah, I didn't... This interaction, I didn't really think much of it when I first read it, but I don't know... Like, again, he asked for her name. This is very much like the Cinderella portion of...
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys know this, but I think we said it in our first episode, is that this is supposed to be like a Cinderella retelling. Avatar was the Beauty and Beast retelling, and this is supposed to be like the Cinderella retelling. And I was like, but wait, where's the... This kind of is like, there's like the, well, what's your name? And it's like, well, I'm not going to tell you.
Right.
And like him looking for her kind of thing. So it's like, yo, I'm thinking Sam might not be endgame. I was upset.
He needs to be endgame, though.
I know. She's like, my name is Wind, Rain, Bone, and Dust. I'm like, okay, wow, drunk.
Dramatic.
Yes. There are times, girl, when I wish I could be this aloof and seductive, but like, if a hot guy came up and like, there would be nothing seductive about my reaction.
My name is Wind, and oh my god, you have beautiful eyes. Can we, like, you want to dance, and then maybe afterwards, if you want, we could.
Hey, I have my own apartment,
Like, I have an apartment. Do you want to, like, come see my apartment?
Now I definitely would. Oh my god, dude, this quote was hilarious. She says, "I have no name. I'm whoever the keepers of my fate tell me to be." When someone says that dramatic and out of pocket, like, you'd think like the guy would not know what to say. And then he's just like, well, how about you call me mine then for a dance? I was like,
that was smooth.
That was smooth as fuck. I would have loved to see them dance, because it probably would have been like an Eris Nesta moment of them dancing really well. But then
probably,
of course, we have the Cassian walk in. Hey, I'm just calling it how it is. They're not the same. I'm just saying we have an established 5 seasons, and this is immediately what I thought about.
Yes.
She's spoken for. Damn.
Since when?
Yeah, we didn't talk about this. The fuck? It wasn't even just coming up. He, like, ripped his hand off of her.
Damn.
So, of
Sam
course...
is possessive.
That's hot. Because he's such a good boy that when he does stuff like this, it's like, okay. I mean, she's immediately upset. Probably like I would be too, but it's like, it's sweet though.
But it's like, this good boy, this green flag, and meanwhile, this masked stranger with blue eyes is suddenly the light of your life or something. It's like,
yo, I've been trying to crack at this for ages, dude. You're not just gonna come up and like walk up and try to steal her from me.
I've been working on this project for years. Fuck off.
I'm just saying. It reminds me of Amy from The Big Bang Theory. I've been trying to get in his pants for 5 years and we're together. Fuck off. Like, a lot of references.
Yes.
We can't help it. Hey, we're fucking...
It's how we process things.
We're pop cultured, okay? We know a lot of things.
We read books and we know things.
Good pull. Oh, yeah, this is... I messed up earlier when I said that, but, like, this is the moment where she's, like, drunk and doesn't want to leave, and he's like, let me take you home, and she's like, you're not my keeper, and why don't you go with any of these other ladies for hire? And he's like, yeah, I don't want any ladies for hire.
It's literally like, do I have to spell this out for you?
It's like, God damn it. I mean, he literally does say it. You're a damn fool for not saying, what am I seeing? Anything Sam says is so fucking adorable. I can't.
He's so sweet.
Because he's like, dude, I stayed at this party for you so that I could just even have, like, a few hours with you looking at me.
Oh.
Dude, yeah, no, shut her up quick. See, this is what I'm talking about. As someone who 100% is this person, when you say something like that and you actually say the emotions out loud, then I'm like, oh, wait, pause. Really?
What?
And then, of course, in a moment of vulnerability, she's like, I don't know how to be your friend. And she's like, I don't know how I can be anyone's friend. Sad.
Sometimes I do feel that. Like, I don't feel like I'm very good at social interactions in general, but, you know, I feel like I don't always know how to be a friend. I wouldn't be able to be friends with Sam.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to be friends with him, no. Like...
No. I mean, but, like, starting off as friends and then getting something more. But, like, Sam is, like, just such a golden retriever.
Yeah. The golden retriever before all those hockey books came out.
Right.
The original OG golden retriever. He kisses her cheek and leaves. Like, well, okay, so he didn't kiss her cheek. I made that up.
You wanted him to.
He tried, and then he's like, I probably shouldn't. The attempt...
Howard.
Made me... Okay, yes.
He should have just done it.
I know. And a throng of people, who the fuck cares?
Exactly.
So then, you know, Selena, after the party, goes to her new apartment in Rifthold, just up on the... I've always wanted a place where I could get on the rooftop like this and just look out. Yeah. And again, another symbolism of, like, her seeing the city and then the glass castle just sitting there. It's like an imposing force. It's like foreshadowing and intimidating.
The fact that she has an apartment.
Oh, yeah. Like, she has money.
Yeah.
To do it, right? It was the last place anyone expected her to be because it's above, like, an abandoned warehouse and it's not, like, in a super shiny place.
Right.
It has the amenities, but it doesn't have, like, the flair to it that they think.
The exterior is not fancy.
Right. She's like, okay, as soon as Donoval's dealt with, I'm moving out. I think it's also because she didn't want to be parted from Sam. So it's
very
like,
much so.
Right. So it's like, yeah, I guess I'm going to stay and then just tell him when we're done with the job that, you know, I'm moving out. Might as well just, you know, it's like she's trying to use him back, but then, like, she's getting used so hard.
Yeah, she doesn't even realize it.
I do appreciate Sarah's, how she describes how she feels free now. You know, there's so much more to the world than that party. Like, there's probably other parties in other parts of the world and, like, other places that I want to go see. Very young person mentality of, like, I'm going to finally be free and be able to do what I want, especially when you get out of high school. But then most people who go into college is, like, that era of freedom. Even though you're still doing classwork, you're still, like, you're free of parents, of certain responsibilities, and it's very, like, eye-opening.
Yeah, it's nice to have one of those moments.
And especially as a kid, I was like, yeah, this is the shit.
Yeah. This is the shit.
So, it's the next morning. Selena goes into the training hall to tell Sam thank you for the sheet music, because she didn't get a chance to thank him. I want to see Sam shirtless.
They always... Okay. SJM just always seems to have a training scene with the guys shirtless.
I mean, is
or
it
any
wrong?
Any fantasy writer.
Is it wrong, though?
No, it's quite enjoyable.
Well, no, I meant, like, I'm just thinking of all the guys that I saw in the weight room with, like, no shirts on.
Oh, you mean, is it wrong to be training with no shirt?
No, I'm saying, like, it's not inaccurate.
No, it is very accurate.
And of course, it's definitely not wrong. I mean, I know it's not wrong, hell.
Like I said, quite enjoyable.
So, like, when they start training, like, the instructor had to get her attention. Yeah, whoo-hoo.
Over here.
Welcome back.
Stop staring at the shirtless boy.
He called her Milady.
Weird.
Arab and spy, dude.
Definitely.
I don't trust.
I mean, all of them are his spies.
Yeah, except for her and Zam. That moment where you start seeing someone else differently for the first time when you thought it was really just friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially, oh, I've seen him shirtless countless of times, but why does this feel different now? And it's like,
because he almost kissed my cheek last night.
Well, and, like, we almost went through life and death, and, you know, he's been there for me, and he's a good man, and
he's risked everything for me.
He's actually attractive when I take a little closer look at him.
He was possessive and didn't let me dance with that other hot guy.
And I didn't
all the little things.
I didn't want to. I wanted to kiss Elias. I'm sorry, Sam. I did want to kiss him. Especially because he knew where to put the hands, and okay. The hands. Of course, it's like 3 days leading up to Donoval's execution day, right? And it's like, oh, you're gonna come with me? And he's like, yeah, I'm on guard duty today with Lysandra. And it's like, I appreciate how at this point she's upset that he has to do it, but like she knows that it's part of the job that he has to do. So she's upset that he's not going to come with her, but she's not like upset at him. It's just at the situation.
Right.
Dude, thank God that he says, hey, I'll come afterward.
Oh.
Hot damn, thinking ahead. Yo, dude, the fact that she wanted to ask him to come watch her play the music, okay, like, that's something like we know and understand. If we invite someone to the safe space,
yeah,
that's fucking intimate as shit.
Very much so.
Yeah, for any people who are musicians out there or whatever, like,
whatever your safe space is.
Right, so if that's like, you know, I don't even your bedroom, like, whatever, but it's the space where you're making the music or where you sing or where you, like, produce it. It's like, if you invite someone to kind of see you do a work in progress, especially to see it as a work in progress, not as, like, the finished product.
Right, that's a level of trust that is very beautiful.
It's so subtle, but just because we're music people, it's like we understand that hard. Don't put yourself at risk. Well, I did.
Yep.
God, every time they enter, like, every time in this saga when Lysandra enters, it's just kind of like, God damn it. There she is again. And he really is trying to get away from her. Like, he's like, well, let's do lunch, right, Selena? Let's do lunch. And I'm like, oh, babe. She's like, nah,
he doesn't want to be around her.
No, like, he really doesn't. And at least she knows that it's not necessarily a jealousy thing now, because she knows how it is, and he's showing it. That's tough, bro. He really is trying.
Yeah.
So, we're alone, back to Donoval's house. There's still so many bodyguards here. They mapped out the whole house. So, what she tries to do is she tries to go and see if she can find the documents beforehand, like, that she can find the hiding spot, because she won't take them yet, because if she takes them now, they'll know. So as she sneaks into the private library from the outside, so she makes it past the guards with no problem, which makes me think that was kind of a trap.
Yeah, she's making it past the guards who literally in that last chapter she was talking about how they were so skilled.
Right. And then immediately when she gets in the room, she gets attacked.
Predictable.
I'm like, they knew someone was coming for the documents. But again, why are they protecting it so fiercely? That's the thing. Because, like, Donoval isn't even heir. Like, they're protecting the documents. At that point, it's not even, like, protecting him. It's protecting the, you know.
Yeah, the information.
Yeah. I do appreciate in the fight sequences now, ever since she's been in the Red Desert, she's like using the techniques from her training.
Be a bat. Be a snake.
Be a bat, be a snake. Be anything you want to be. So there's like 3 more guards. So she like gets rid of some of the guards, but then someone comes up behind her and hits her in the head.
Ouch.
And then chloroforms her face. Right? Is it weird that we just say that he got chloroformed? Is now such like a common thing that like you don't even need to explain that's like putting it over the face. You're just like, yep, he got chloroformed.
Yeah.
It happens so much in movies.
It does. And it's wild just considering that chloroform is the actual substance, not the action.
Right. No, I was that was a TISM moment. I was just like, isn't it interesting that
it is very, very interesting that's
well, no, I just thought about that. I was like, yeah, they don't say, because I explained it like I feel like what you would explain it, like use chloroform to put over the face to knock her out. But it's like I could have just said she got chloroformed and you would know exactly what I said without explaining it. Girl, nope to this whole section.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the grossest moments in this book series for me.
And that's I would rather be in the dirt and the mud rather than the sewer of the city.
Well, of course, like this is completely different than like rocks and dirt and mud. I think we're both in the same like ballpark when it comes to this, okay? So she wakes up in the sewer and like the water is like up to her calves. Dude, just my feet being in that water, like, yo, I'm not a vomiter. Like, I'm not someone who's like very easily like my stomach doesn't really turn too easily or it's queasy at stuff.
Squeamish.
No. So the fact that this made me actually very disgusted.
Yeah. I mean, even just like reading it and then rereading it like gave me like fired my neurons that just made me go.
Yeah, props to Sarah for making a truly disgusting scene.
And like I've been in like really like algae thick ponds, for example, and lakes with like you can't see your feet even though you're barely a foot in, you know, and you know it's all squelchy and muddy and gross and stuff, but it doesn't smell bad like this probably smells. So it's probably like the combination of not being able to see your feet, knowing there's trash and probably dead bodies in these sewers, everything disgusting, the bacteria, and then the smell on top of it.
Well, I mean, I was thinking of the shit. Just the shit, like, already turns
the disgust.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the big hulking bodyguard, his name's Philip. They totally knew that they caught them. I don't know when. Maybe just even seeing them on the rooftops. But again, they were being very, like, skilled. So this guy just also seems very skilled as well.
Yeah.
The fact that she knows that some of the old houses used to have, like, cellars that led to the sewer to, like, throw away, you know, waste.
Yeah, trash and stuff.
Is one of those young person mistakes where it's like, yo, I knew that, but I didn't really think too much about it. And it's coming to bite her in the ass.
That definitely was something that I always found weird, though, with the old houses connected to the sewer. Because in my mind, it's like, well, isn't that like, you know, a danger? Like, isn't that a security breach? You know, anyone can just travel through the sewers from house to house.
Well, the fact that they have, like, this huge iron door, though, like, that can only be opened from one side.
I mean, I suppose that is true. Like, each of them would probably have some level of barricade.
Well, and maybe they don't, though. Maybe because he's rich, he made it so that he does. And maybe some of the other houses don't.
Yeah, maybe.
And this was just, like, another level of protection. But also, we have to remember, right, that this is, like, Donoval's, like, summer house. This isn't even, like, he's in Melisande. Like, what the fuck?
Who would want to go to Rifthold for summer vacation?
Businessmen. For real. Every businessman that travels to LA. But somewhere else, yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is very important, though, because this is our kind of first instance of this. We have a lot of firsts in this one. She says, because obviously magic has disappeared, but she says that an iron door was used to keep out, hold on, let me say that again. The iron door that I just mentioned has like a coating in it that someone used magic to like put water repellent magic on it.
Mm-hmm. So the door's waterproof.
Like someone hexed it. And I was thinking to myself, I was thinking about iron, right? And especially when I was reading this just after I came off of my ACOTAR kick.
Yeah.
I was thinking, but iron doesn't do anything.
Iron is useless.
But in this realm, it seems, iron is actually does repel magic.
Yeah.
So it's like an interesting dynamic to see, like, in different universes, how things... If you want us to talk about that more, go to our mini episodes. But just saying, like, without, like, the context, it's just going off of that. It's like, but from what I know about magic, that's useless. It's fake. It doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But at least in their world, they think that iron does stuff. And maybe we'll figure out that it doesn't actually do anything and that it was a hoax, but who knows? That's at least what they believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they knew about Sam as well. They don't know why she was trying to break in. Like,
which seems weird. It's like, why do you think she's trying to break in, considering Donoval's about to have this meeting?
Right. I think that's where it like threw me off of like, I think to them they were thinking, why is someone trying to steal these documents when they help people?
Right.
You don't seem like, I mean, you seem kind of like a piece of shit, but why would you be doing that? Very interesting. Philip intimidates her and tries to interrogate her, but like they don't actually. He's like, we've stopped asking questions. So many people have tried to dispatch Donoval. We're just going to let you die. And just at that. The most effective dude I think I've ever seen in like...
Yeah, just very, very efficient of like, we've tried interrogating in the past. They either gave us nothing or gave us something stupid. There's too many to count now. So go ahead and die. We have no use for you.
Again, we didn't have to deal with the monologuing or the I'm going to keep you here overnight.
Finally, a villain who doesn't monologue. I mean, not saying that Philip is necessarily a villain in that sense. Mm. He's not like the worst villain, the antagonist of the story, but like, finally, a bad guy who doesn't monologue and waste time.
Well, and I think it's the fact that it's also very smart, and it's set up in a perfect way where it's like, it sets up an actual stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, okay, everyone's not in the streets right now because the streets are getting flooded.
Yeah.
And so nobody's going to even hear you scream if you do eventually end up finding a way out. So you're kind of like, you're going to die here. And that's why he thought it was like, in a way, you should always watch it. I mean, don't be that sounded very sadistic. It's the classic antagonist trope where they leave them to die, but don't actually know they're dead yet.
It's like the vice versa of us saying, oh, we didn't see a body, so we don't know they're dead.
Right. But he set up such like a perfect like scenario that I kind of understand why he thought that like there was no way that she'd actually survive. So when he locks the iron door, it's also the fact that she's in darkness too.
Yeah.
And then she was up to her lap in an instant. I was like, yo, yikes.
Yeah. That's it's like the Divergent scene where like one of her fears is being drowned in the water, like in the glass cube, and it's slowly filling with water.
Yeah.
It's like that, except with sewer water.
And actually real life.
An actual real life dying.
She was like a sim. It was a simulation.
Yeah, simulation. For the Dauntless simulation.
I called them the Sims because that's what they did call them in the books.
Yeah.
So thank God for the built-in blades because she actually does end up getting out, but she cuts her hand in the process. Which, I was like, bacteria, like,
like infection.
God damn! I mean,
she's gonna get infected.
I was thinking she's gonna get some like fucking was that like flesh-eating bacteria virus, and then her like hand's gonna Dude, she was fucking lucky though. That probably also could have killed her very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cold. The water's cold too. That also doesn't help. Would I have felt better if it was warm? I feel like that would have sucked more.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, that would have been weird.
God, that would have made it actually, I think, more gross.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to go through, like, necessarily like, pickpocket every instance, but basically, she tries the door, no avail. She tries to knife it, can't work. And there's also too much pressure going on the door that it's like,
Yeah. It's not going to open until it's completely submerged.
Yeah. So it was the current too. Oh my God, Sarah, like bringing something to life that I wasn't thinking about in context. Like the water's cold, there's shit in it. There's like the current's strong, so it's pulling her away. Like, I don't know, man. I definitely wouldn't have survived. I was also too big to probably fit like where she went.
We would have died.
Yeah, I'm being realistic, bro.
Yeah.
We're dying. So basically, she's thinking, okay, there has to be a ladder at some point that leads up to a grate. And she has to brave the water to find the ladder. So it's like she has to, like, swim through the water.
The filth.
Yo, like, especially, like, being so close to your face, too. I'm like, fuck no.
I already hate water around my face.
Oh, yeah, no, you would be vomiting.
Yeah.
It's also because like I'm because of like how fast she's like swimming. She's obviously not doggy paddling.
Yeah.
So she's swimming like a normal person would swim, so that means it's close to her face, and I'm like, no.
The full on like breaststroke or butterfly stroke. Imagine butterfly stroking through sewage water.
Oh, stop! No, the whole thing's giving me fucking anxiety. I don't like it. Ugh. Though when she was like grabbing on, trying to hold on, all I could think of, God, she just went for a spa day. She got her hair done. She got her nails done. Like,
oh my God, yeah.
All messed
She's
up.
Gonna need another spa day.
Yo, to get all that shit out of her nails, yeah. Yo, it was the fact that she laid on her stomach to like pull herself through the tunnel that she found.
I mean, do what you gotta do, but
I mean, it's either that or death. So
that makes my stomach flip.
Your tummy flip. I did appreciate though how she said screaming meant conceding to death. Like, okay, I'm like up until a point, I'm up, and then I can like scream if I'm like actually considering it. So, God, Sarah's the worst. She's like, Eureka, there's a ladder and there's a grate. Okay, so make my way up, and it doesn't budge. It's like rusted.
Yeah.
Dude, no matter how strong you are, you're not getting a fucking grate out from.
No, those things are heavy too.
Yeah.
Those are like cast iron, kind of heavy.
Mm-hmm. And especially in this era.
Yeah.
Our sewer system hasn't changed since the fucking Dawn Age.
Nope.
Fair. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but dear God. I mean, there are sewer-related deaths where people fall in grates or people get stuck in the sewer. So, like, this isn't necessarily untrue.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also very, like, dramatic.
It's over dramatized.
Dude, she was legit actually gonna die out here if he didn't show up.
Yeah.
So she's like screaming outside the gate, trying to like, you know, get someone's attention. But again, the streets are flooded, right? But of course, our white knight in shining armor, Sam, shows up.
Sam! He was just happened to be on that street.
I do appreciate though how like there's an immediate, okay, like I'm glad he's here, and then an immediate, yo, but he can't get it either.
Yeah.
God, the sadness.
And then he just had to be like, no, I'll get you. And she's like, it's okay. It's fine.
It's the whole death scene where it's like, it's conceding to death. She's not screaming, but she's like, I know I'm about to die.
She's calm and she's accepting it.
Well, and I was thinking, like, not only is she gonna, because, like, obviously her face isn't through the grate. She could stick her fingers through some of it, but, like, I was also thinking not only would she drown, but, like, the pressure of her body being up there.
Yeah.
Would also just, like, I don't know what would kill her first. The water pressure compressing her body, or I feel like one would help the other.
They would work together, but it would be the drowning thing, because the water would rise up around her and escape through the grates, and she would be trapped against the grates. So, I mean, either way, like, she would drown first.
Yeah.
Before the pressure affected, because the pressure would be rising and the current would be going up, but it wouldn't be enough to kill her unless it, like, hit her with full force to, like, break her bones or something, or smash her head against the grate.
Dude, I don't know if it's Sarah, maybe it is, but like she quoted Twilight in this. She's like, I've never really given much thought to how I would die. Yo, that's literally the beginning of Twilight. Like, the fact that I know this pop culture reference, I'm just like, I appreciate it, Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good line. I know it's kind of like cliche, but it's a good line. Yeah, no one thinks they'll die this way.
No one thinks that they're gonna die, but
not like this, no. Yo, okay. So we finally get, obviously, from what we've gotten so far of Selena's backstory, we know she's from Terracin. That's what Ansel found out very cleverly for us. Not that she was bringing it up all the time.
A way for SJM to let us know.
Right, again. 9 years ago, there was a river. It's very vague. And basically, she said that the river almost claimed her. And that it's very ironic that she died by drowning now when she was saved, like, from drowning before. It's like in every death kind of montage, it's like only death pays for life sort of thing. And it's like, if you don't drown, someone else is going to drown.
Or you're going to drown later.
Yeah, it's like you might have saved yourself, but like it's coming regardless.
Death still needs to take a life, whether it's yours or not.
So my first, again, without going into a huge rabbit hole, because again, we don't know any fucking thing. She brings up it happening 9 years ago, and then I'm thinking about her saying that she'd been with Arabin for 8 years. And I'm like, what happened in that span of time to like, because she seems very indebted to him in the sense of like, that maybe he was the one that saved her. But again, why the hell was Arabin up in Terracin for? Who knows? So many unanswered questions. But Sarah kind of putting in the seeds for us about like what her backstory is. Because she seems like there's so much more to her than what we've gotten so far. Which intrigued the hell out of me, I can tell you right now. It's like, take my body home to Terracin, Sam. And then she was underwater.
That reminds me of the Codaline song, All I Want. It's like, take my body. Take my body.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
What's up?
No. I was thinking about the song. Like, I know that song. And I didn't even... I kind of forgot those were the lyrics.
He wants to find somebody, needs somebody. Take my body. Take my body. That's all I want. So,
of course, very luckily, Sam's, like, pounding on her chest. I was like, give her mouth to mouth.
Resuscitate. Mouth to mouth.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with drowning people. You're supposed to do mouth to mouth.
Well...
Though, with where she was, I cannot blame him for not trying to do mouth to mouth.
Yeah, valid. And also, mouth to mouth doesn't, like, necessarily work for that kind of thing because, like, yes, you're blowing air into the lungs, but, like, it also can get in the way of the water coming out if you've taken in too much water anyways.
So just pound on them like she's doing or he's doing?
Pretty much.
So...
I mean, hey, at least he gets to touch her chest. Maybe not mouth to mouth, but...
Oh my god. Got to second base at least.
Right.
So dude, W's to this woman who just had a crowbar.
Yeah.
That he ran and got someone to get, like, use a crowbar, which makes me think that, like, kids have fallen into this fucking hole before.
Probably.
And she's just like, all right, just have a crowbar on handy.
Or I just wonder how many people, like, she has saved from the sewers, like, that were maybe being killed by bodyguards.
My whole thing was, like, who in modern society has just a fucking crowbar lying around?
Construction workers. That's not it.
It's not it's not like an everyday item that people would just have.
No.
So
you only have it if you're opening big boxes.
Yeah, the fact that he found someone who had something that would help is very lucky.
I think I have a crowbar, actually, or my family does.
Of course you do.
Now that I think about it, somewhere in the garage, it's yellow.
No, I'm expecting, like, because Ruthie's dad just has everything and he hoards shit. So, like, I'm totally expecting him to have a crowbar lying around.
You're like, hey kid, do you have a crowbar?
No, dude, he probably does. He has everything.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, what do you need it for?
He literally has, like, a huge pie slicer, like one of the ones that you, like, actually use to pick it up. I said, what the fuck? We just use a spatula, bro. Like, yeah, please vomit it all out. Please. Dude.
Get it out of your body.
This would be more days for me. Like, I mean, I get her process here. She goes back, she takes, like, a bunch of baths, and then she takes a liquor bath, which I find very hilarious.
But, like, you know, you kind of need to sanitize yourself.
And that's their sanitization because it wasn't mopping and stuff, right? Sam comes to her rooms to check on her, and I just kind of like want to beat her skull in sometimes because it's like, I think she's saying it as a joke, but also he's taking it seriously. She's like, well, I thought you would have been dancing on the grate for me dying. Like, you wouldn't have the competition. And it's just like, bitch.
Dude, what the fuck?
When are you gonna fucking realize he doesn't want you dead? Dear God. But of course, like any good protagonist, like this is definitely where it felt like me. Because it's like, I'm gonna make a jab joke to kind of like cover it up, but then like he starts to get serious. And then she's immediately changing her tone.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm sorry for Skulls Bay.
She apologized. Yay. Progress.
But apologizing for the wrong thing. Like, she's apologizing for the fact that he got hurt because they did something good. And so, like, what he's finally starting to realize is that she's taking responsibility. Like, she feels guilty for the stuff that she shouldn't feel guilty about. He's like, I get it. You think that you feel responsible that I, like, got hurt. But also, the thing was, it didn't have to be Skulls Bay that did it. Something else would have happened because Arabin knew how he felt about her.
Mm-hmm.
It was just looking for any opportunity to get to hurt her so that, justifiably in his eyes, to trigger him. So it wasn't even Skulls Bay. Like, it was literally just the timing of it. So in a moment of vulnerability, Selena shares her story about Ansel to him. And he just sits and listens to her regale of, like, the last... Okay, as, like, a young man who probably also is a virgin, too, the moment when she, like, shifted and she was just only in the nightgown.
The fucking nightgown.
She can't have anything but a nightgown. Hey, I appreciate it. I used to wear nightgowns when I was in high school.
Did you?
I did, yeah. I think what I was getting at with the nightgown, though, was the fact that it's like, even for a guy, there's a level of, like, seeing a woman kind of, it's not even naked, but, like, seeing her without as much, because obviously she doesn't have a bra. Bras I don't think exist in this world. And it's just, like, titties free roaming.
Titties free roaming.
Not saying that she's got, like, a rack, but it's, like, she definitely has it. It's like the sheerness of it that makes it a little bit embarrassing. Like, okay, like I'm gonna go and be a gentleman, and you look hot. I'm
gonna be a gentleman, but you look hot.
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck, Philip doesn't know who he was messing with, bro. Now she's like added one more person to the hit list.
Right.
But I like how she said it though. It's like her list just grew one person longer. So yeah, she sleeps till noon, and I don't know if it was her almost dying. Probably that's what it was. But immediately goes to tell Arabin that her debt is paid in full. This was a big step, especially for someone who has been like manipulated for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we're all like sitting here very proud of her, right? It's like, okay, you finally did it. Good. You don't own me anymore, she says. But I continue, because like obviously this is her job. Like this is actually a source of income, right? So she's like, I still want to be a part of the Assassin's Guild. I just don't, there's just no debt to me anymore.
Yeah. I am now one of your workers. I am not under you. You don't own me.
Right.
You're just my boss.
He's like, Arabin is the same way that like everyone's living in perpetual student loans.
Yeah.
Like the interest rate was just so fucking high.
And like he kept adding things on without telling her that he was adding things on.
Right. Yeah, this was too easy. The fact that he's like, oh, okay, well, okay. Thought there was...
No.
You're taking this very well to a new future, though, right? Don't feel uneasy about that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. It makes me so uneasy.
But again, reading this the first time, again as a young person, I didn't think about it. I was like, all right, cool. You didn't say anything. You didn't yell at me. All right, cool. Like the protective uneasiness is not there, and that's only comes with life experience.
Yeah. I think when I first read it, it was like, well, that's kind of weird, but like, you know, he probably just cares about the money is all.
I'm not immediately getting like warning bells.
No, but now that we're older.
No, I was like, the lights are going off.
Yeah.
So they go back to the sewers, and what I love about Selena Sardathian as a character is the fact that she uses something that was like her death to an advantage. It's like, hey, you thought you killed me, but guess what? You just gave me the fucking entrance. I don't even need to like mess with the guards upstairs. This is literally how I get in the house. Because at some point, a servant is going to come down there, throw some waste away, and we're just gonna sneak right in. So as they're setting this up, because again, it's in the night, they're doing this in the afternoon. Sam gives us the bombshell, fuck you, that she knows. So, okay, this is very much sometimes also like, I feel like a reality show house where everyone knows everything about what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I didn't tell you. When did you figure that out?
And then it's in one of the confessionals of like, what is she thinking? Like, I knew this the whole time.
Like Big Brother.
Yeah.
So Sam knows that she's free now. And immediately when she said he knows that, he's like, well, I want to leave forever. I don't want to stay here. And she's like,
aren't you still in debt?
And so apparently him and Arabin have been in the works about this. Arabin is wanting to been putting a foothold in the south. So again, referring back to the map, he's trying to send him to Benjali, which is in Ilway, and it's literally all the way like on the other coast.
It's literally on the south.
On the southern coast when they're on the the eastern coast. Obviously, she's not happy by this, like especially when they had like such an intimate moment, right? He's so trying to egg her, like, why are you getting so mad about this? Like you should be happy with me. He's like doing the reverse psychology thing where like she was doing that to him. It's like
just like push her until she says what he knows that she wants to say.
It's like, I have no reason to say, but it was the intimate moment of like him walking up to her. He's like, give me a reason. Like give me a reason to stay. Yo,
That's so sweet.
I wrote in my notes because he's like, there was at some point where is it? She's like, what's the point? Like, she's getting so mad. Like, he wasn't telling her this to be like, I'm actually leaving. He was trying to egg her, right? She's like, well, what was the point of you and me and you and him? And like, what was the whole point? He's like, the whole point of what? He's like, he's right here. You said you didn't care what I thought or what I did or if I died. He's like, I wrote in my notes, I lied, you dumb bitch. It's like, I'm listening. Dude, that opened the floodgates. Sam goes off. He's like, yo, you know how I spent this summer? I wanted to fucking slit Arabin's throat every fucking day. And it's like, he knew that. It's like, the moment I woke after he beat me, I realized I had to leave because I would kill him if not. So basically what he's confessing to is that Arabin and him have been in this back and forth about who has Selena's attention most. And he's always been on the losing side. But again, she wasn't aware that he was even like a player in the sense of, wait, so you actually wanted to be us instead of Arabin, me and you, right? He'd always have you. Still, I spent every day this summer hoping you'd come back in one piece. More than that, I hoped you'd come back and take revenge. Me too. I think we all were kind of like underwhelmed when she came back.
Yeah. She should have come back and like cut his head off, you know?
I know, right? You'll be fine without me. You were before. It's always I'll be okay. I mean, again, this is like how like an actual good, safe couple. I know I'm fine by myself, but I don't want to be.
It's like, we don't need to be codependent. We can still be independent people, but let's be independent together.
Dude, okay, I have to say it. Let me get to the quote.
Say it.
But why? Why can't you let it go? He grabbed her shoulders and shook her. Because I love you. Yo, I love you. I have for years, and he hurt you and made me watch because he's always known how I felt. But if I asked you to pick, you'd choose Arabin, and I can't take it.
God, the emotions.
Dude, I've never had this sort of love, so I can't really say, but there is a part where you get into a relationship and the I love you kind of comes out and it's very sudden. I don't feel like I've ever had a genuine I love you. Like this confession.
No, a confessional.
Don't, my dad and mom taught me one thing. Don't ever trust a man when he says I love you when you're having sex. Because men will just say whatever to
yeah.
The seeds of distrust that, hey, I'm just saying.
Good advice.
If he says it anytime when you're not having sex, okay, go with it.
If you're having it this moment when you're literally having an argument about, like, why do you care about me? Because I love you. It's like, oh, I can trust that.
But it's her response that actually makes it, like, best. Is that, well, you dumb bastard. If you just have listened or paid attention, I would have chosen you.
And
they kiss!
Kiss!
In the dirty, rotten sewer.
You know, where she drowned, she also had to have a good moment.
Oh, who was that? That was a different book. Like, I was going to say, it was a Blood and Ash. You haven't read it yet. But basically, one of the guys says, like, yeah, let's make a good memory in this bad place. It works. It works. Now she's not going to remember dying. That's the first time I guess Sam. It feels like a C-drama moment where we're like 21 episodes in and they're finally kissing.
The slow burn has been intense.
Holy shit, I've been waiting for it. They finally kiss. What one hell of a first kiss, though. I mean, it seems like Sam is a little bit more experienced, maybe with making out, but...
I mean, he's a courtesan's son.
Hey.
He's probably kissed before.
You think he's a virgin, right? He definitely hasn't had sex with someone.
I don't think he's had sex, but I think he's definitely, like, made out.
Do you think he's gotten his dick sucked? More important.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like guys always have that done before us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because we don't have dicks.
Well, I'm just saying it's more common for a guy to get like a blowjob than for us to get eaten out, sort of thing.
That's true. Because unfortunately, it's easier.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. All right, like I have done the people's work. The fact that she's like, "Wow, kissing is so much fun. I can't believe I waited so long to do it." And I really resonated with this because at the time I hadn't kissed anyone yet when I read this book.
Mm-hmm.
Kissed anyone in the romantic sense.
Mm-hmm.
Theater doesn't count.
Ah, okay. I was going to be like, wait, what other sense have you kissed people? Theater, that's what.
So when I was fucking, we were kissing, but that doesn't count. No.
Because fucking's not romantic.
Stage kisses don't count, and spin the bottle doesn't count. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, anyway. So making out is fun. Like, as someone who is, has the tism, right? I'm a very touchy person. I have which is why everyone thought I was a lesbian for so long. Because lesbians apparently are touchy, which I feel like is like the opposite of what I.
They're more like touchy, emotion-wise.
But what I'm trying to say is that, like, even though I'm touchy, when it comes to like having people close to my face, that's very intimate for me. And like cuddling and stuff like that, that's not something I do with friends normally.
You just don't like anything near your face.
I don't. I really don't. So it's like the idea of making out was kind of like something hard to push through. And of course, with my first boyfriend, I felt like it, like, because he was someone I wanted to keep kissing, but like felt awkward for more than one reason. But like it was also the fact that it was just a new thing and I didn't know how to deal with it. And it was just like a new feeling, a new emotion. But then when we started to like actually make out and have fun, like making out is fun. I cannot wait till you start to make out with people.
Yeah, the one place you have more experience than me is in kissing. I'm exposing myself here. I've never had more than just a peck. Like
no tongue, nothing?
Nope.
Damn, dude. As someone who's also very, especially when I was younger, germophobic, the idea of like tongue, like Frenching was very not sanitary to me. But it's so it's so good. Like
it's so good. It's fun. It strokes the tism,
With the right person, it's good. Like
guess I just haven't found the right person yet then.
No, exactly. When you find the right person, it's really good. And like Frenching is fun as fuck. I kind of like think of it as a game sometimes. Like
it's like
it's like I'm playing tug of war with tongues. Dude, that's why I'm so good at it. I'm just saying, I treat it like a competition
because of
game.
your competitive spirit. I'm like, no, I'm gonna dominate this kiss. Give me your tongue.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. But I think what felt more like a me Selena moment in this is when she let him guide at time. Because especially someone who's like super dominant in real life, and like then when it comes to something she's not experiencing, like kind of letting someone take the reins is a very intimate thing.
She's always been so independent and like, oh, I can do this. I don't need help.
Hey, we have
to but you can lead the kiss.
We have to overanalyze the fuck out of a kiss because this is all we fucking get, all right? Don't judge us. So,
kisses are important. Kisses are foreplay.
She pushed him against the wall, and I was like, it's still the sewer, but like, I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I'm already
So if our audience can't tell, literally, Tabitha is Selena. And Selena is Tabitha.
I've done this to multiple guys, just not in a sewer.
Add that to the list.
No. Hell no.
No thanks. Rather kiss against a tree than the sewers.
Yes. So, because especially, so it like fades to black basically, but they're still making out, and then like he starts kissing down his neck or her neck. That's how I knew he's more experienced, because no fucking guy. I've been with some green motherfuckers, and they don't know to go there.
He's a green flag, but he ain't green.
Hey, there you go. But dude, that's okay, great. The necking, Frenching, everything's just fun. All right, nothing better than it. So as they walk back to the Assassin's Keep in full view of everybody, they're just holding hands. Like, of course it got to Arabin. So they wake up the next morning, and they like apparently they were like, yeah, we didn't really do much talking. So, but she's like, I kept my virtue base. So it's like, okay, they didn't have sex, but I'm assuming that it was at least some level of foreplay.
Probably a little bit of stripping.
Definitely some second base. Sorry, I just was
daydreaming.
Yeah, sorry.
Not second base.
God, dude, I miss making out, bro. Like, it's a way to get out your energy. You've been so deprived, and it's sad.
I don't even know what I'm missing.
Not you're sad. I'm just saying, like, it's the experience to be had, is all I'm trying to say.
Mm.
So, right, we have a job to do. Kind of forgot about that.
Right, we're waiting out here for a servant to come out this door so we can go assassinate someone. But, we can... like, that's how it started, and, whatever.
Well, so before, like, we move on, the last couple of things she said was that, I mean, it's very clear that, like, he's been in love with her for a long time, but I don't think she started to have feelings for him till Skulls Bay.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have feelings for him until Skulls Bay.
When they had their scuffle in the beach water. In the beach water. At the beach. In the waves.
Right. On the beach.
And he decided to help her.
So... she swore to the moonlight that if anything happened to him tonight, she would take no prisoners and slaughter legit everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like cute, but then also like, damn, you actually mean that.
They've only just kissed.
Dude, she's in love, bro. That's how young love works.
I mean, it's given her like, oh, wait, we've kissed and we've confessed to each other. That means I'm free to do whatever I want to protect him.
Right. It's like, that's trauma, bro. So now they have their suits on. They're all jazzed up, and they're sitting and waiting in front of the iron door. I appreciate, though, that when the servant does come out, she doesn't attack her.
Yeah.
She's very, like, much about... and again, it's like the innocence, right? This servant's just working there. She's not, like, a part of the scheme, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she lets her go and then, like, at least tries to be super stealthy so that she doesn't have to incapacitate her, right?
Mm-hmm.
She unlocks the door for Sam because their plan is for when the meeting's about to happen that he starts a fire to distract, which is totally in every medieval shit. They always use a fire to distract.
There's a fire! Everyone runs towards it.
I mean, dude, remember what she said in The Assassin and the Healer? She said people care about fires because they're self-interested.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, also why Rifthold is just full of, like, stone houses instead.
Yeah.
I love when I pick up on shit. It makes me feel smart.
Yeah, that was a good connection.
Hey, I'm just saying. So, I mean, very easy. She wakes her way up to the study. I really think that they thought that, I think that was their downfall. Thinking that it's like, oh, she's dispatched, it's fine. So she makes her way up to the study to hide before the meeting. She's looking for the documents, but to no avail. Like, she can't seem to, like, she's looking on the desk, she's looking in the armoire, like, whatever. And then, I knew from watching some heist movies, I was like, the floorboards, look for the creaky floorboard.
Exactly. Or there's always going to be one, just one, that is not quite set right.
And it sounds hollow or whatever the hell. Like,
yeah. Or squeaks specifically when you step on that one and that one alone.
Yeah. She finds the documents, and it literally legit is a list of names and locations of safe houses for smuggling slaves to freedom.
Underground Railroad.
I think what she should have been, and again, like, this is retrospect, but is the fact that there were numbers. Like, if it was just like a hit list for people you were like, why do you have like locations, names? Okay, I could see someone using it to threaten, but why the numbers? Like, she should have questioned it a little bit.
Yeah.
But she doesn't, because she's in the moment. So she hears Donovan and the convoy coming in. So she literally just hides in the armoire.
Best hiding spot ever.
Yeah, oh my god. Also, like, when they walk in, why is it always that they get offered brandy in these shows? Like, it's always like some sort of dark liquor that's in that very specific cup that we're all like thinking about.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it, a nightcap or whatever they call it? It's always brandy. I'm like, just give me some rum and I'll be happy. Like, why the fuck?
You can pretend it's rum, as in the decanter.
The decanter too. Yeah, that's crazy. I was just thinking about it. It's like, it's easy enough to like spot so you can be immersed. So apparently Selena actually very much likes the convoy, because he kind of is no bullshit. Kind of just give me what I need to do and like leave. Donovan literally is just like, yeah, you should you're kind of like tightened up a bit. Why don't you? Best courtesans, 5 out of 5. You should go to the strip club. Clarice is the best in town, and I'm like, not the time, bro. It's just like all of these instances where he's kind of like a scumbag, like, just cements that idea in her that it's like, yeah, he's an asshole. Obviously for young people, it's like, things aren't always as they seem. Things are more in a shade of gray than black and white than people want to admit sometimes. And it's like, yeah, he seems like a scumbag, but he's also like not bad, like not a terrible person. Yeah, I think something would scare the fuck out of me if something popped out of the armoire, like
the monster in the closet.
No, that have no time to react. She literally just like throws the dagger and kills him like instantly.
She's following orders when she should be thinking.
I love how she immediately like said it was the way she described it. It was like Donovan didn't even have time to, like, he was already dead when he looked over. So immediately when she kills Donovan, it's like, okay, I said to set a fire, Sam, not to detonate the fucking place.
Right.
So yeah, like there's like this huge explosion downstairs. That's him, right? Immediately the man runs. And then she runs after him. And by the way, I know I said this earlier, but she has a mask on.
Yeah.
But the reason that I say that is because Philip, when he rounds the corner and sees her, he knows it's her.
Yeah.
You can't hide that. So she starts to fight with Philip, and it's actually pretty good. He's good, but he's also not Selena good.
Right.
So she's saying that. Good. Right. The fact that she said she turned into a demon when she fought, it kind of reminded me of what you said with the Naruto thing you said earlier, where it was like feeling like when she dons the mask, she can kind of put on this persona of like a monster or demon or whatever. Maybe she took it from here. I don't know, but like it very much seems like that.
They're similar.
We love a good fight, but then all of a sudden, like, she just puts the sword in his gut, and I was like, holy fuck, that's crazy.
Wow.
Very did he not have like a Shakespearean death though? Because like I feel, because she not only puts it in his gut, like he tries to warn her, but then all of a sudden, like, she rams the sword up through his ribs to his heart. Like, I feel like this should have been insta death.
He has a strong heart.
I mean, again, I think it's fun because he's like
yeah.
I'm not laughing about a man dying.
You'll regret this day.
But the thing that haunts her, he said, Donovan loves his country. And the fact that he says, you know nothing about what's going on here, do you?
And Donovan's country being Melisande. Not the Empire.
It was also the fact that he's like, Liesl sent you. Like, he knew immediately who it was.
Mm-hmm. Which then puts on weight. Uh-oh, they know that Liesl sent her. Uh-oh, what's not clicking here?
Right. So she leaves the house and leaves it burning. So basically, which comes up later, obviously, but so everyone in there died. Like, hopefully some of the servants got out, but it seems like everybody who was there just died. She sprints after the convoy. She finds him, like, close to the river, so it makes it think that maybe he was trying to escape via boat or something.
Mm-hmm.
God, she meets him at a dead end, and just this cinematic popping out the blades and stalking towards him, very much reminded me of of her in the alleyway. Like, this is the assassin, dude. Like, this is, like, the persona, right?
She does her best work in an alleyway.
I mean, hey, that's the assassin's, place right there.
That's the way. This is the way.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Because I started saying it.
Yeah. So, this threw me. Again, something that we've said over and over again is that Throne of Glass is very realistic versus ACOTAR is very, like, the sunshiny. Like, I mean, obviously there's bad stuff that happens, but, he literally kills himself.
Suicide so he doesn't get caught.
He puts the documents up in flames and then, like, basically takes a cyanide pill, but it's a potion, a vial instead.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately starts questioning because, okay, if a guy who was working in the slave trade, none of those guys would kill themselves.
No.
They're so self-interested. Like, this is definitely, like, I mean, I guess. I'm just saying the Nazis did have cyanide pills, too.
Mm-hmm.
But more often you associate having, like, a pill like that with, like, good guys.
Yeah, so, or, like, especially spies, honestly, so that if they get caught, they can't be interrogated.
I think that's a better way to say that. I think I just watched, like, so much. I'm also thinking, like, Hunger Games, right? I'm thinking of that one pill that they had at the end.
I don't remember that one as much, but I do remember I'm thinking of Captain America.
Yeah, that's the other one.
At the beginning there.
Or even in Wonder Woman, they had one where, like, they had it in the back of their molar.
Yeah.
To, like, bite down on it.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I would accidentally do it.
Me too. And then you start foaming at the mouth. It's like, huh? What is...
And it's, like, instantaneous, too. Like, it's very much, like, right there.
It's potent.
No time. And that's the whole point, right? To not get interrogated. Mm-hmm. So she does, like, fan the flames out a little bit to see what these documents are. The documents that he has were the safe houses in Otterlin and in the north. She starts questioning, like, why are you willing to die to save this? Like, these were just documents we were supposed to, like, threaten people with. Why are you, like dying over it, Without really understanding what happened, she lights in a moment, she lights it on fire and makes sure that it's gone so that no one can have it.
In a way, respecting the guy, it's like, oh, you were going to burn them. Might as well at least finish it for you.
Right. Because she also knew, like, yeah, these shouldn't be in anyone's hands. Dude, I almost panicked for a second when she goes back to the sewers to find Sam slumped down. I was like, no, fucking hell.
They just kissed. This can't be happening.
No. Holy crap. The guard shot arrows at him. The spider silk, dude. Over the heart. It hit him in his heart, but it bounced off, basically.
Really good aim from the guards.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, definitely not stormtrooper aim. I can tell you that. Like,
no. Honestly, they probably would have had more success killing him if they had missed then.
But it's done, babe. Quick kiss. It's done. We did it.
You're safe.
Girl.
And the best thing is, like, he's like, I don't know why, like, the arrow didn't go through. I don't know what's happening here.
He's like, I saved you, babe. I thought ahead, babe. It's so cute.
It is.
Again, it was an important addition that needed to be made.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. So the job is done. She heads back to... Dude, this whole last chapter actually fucking made me mad. So Wesley does not try to stop her from going... We keep, like, getting him mentioned, and I'm like, when are you going to do something? So, immediate shift, tone change. It's immediately back to how it was. like how it was before.
Yeah.
Skulls Bay, right? Like I'm upset. You made a mess. You left like a burning building. You only got the documents. You didn't get bodies to identify. He basically says you won't be paid for this. And I was like, yo, that is like the most frustrating fucking thing when you're promised money and then you don't get it. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say.
But I think it's more so is the fact that she's like, oh, well, kind of like Sam said, right? We're breaking a slave trade agreement, so that in itself is worth it. It's almost like she thinks she has the high ground because she knew maybe he was going to take the money away, but then is severely undermined. It's all a huge setup. Like I said before, Bardingale was actually the one in the slave trade, not Donoval. And so Donoval was actually the one trying to keep it from her and to save slaves, when she's actually the one who's going to have the documents to be able to threaten those people, or if they don't comply, give it to the king so that they kill them.
Yeah, it's like, well, you either listen to me or I hand your names over to the king and he will be far less gentle or whatever.
It sucks because I go over and over again. It just cemented the story so quickly, but then she turns out to just be a fucking bitch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said at the beginning, like she thinks she knows these things and then she doesn't.
Yeah, and it's, dude, literally the plan worked. Everything that Arabin said, and the fact that he had this plan from the get-go, like even if she like ended up having like a perfect mission, that still would have ended it bad. It's still getting the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, Arabin is still not over his lost investment. Nothing changed. He's not sorry at all. He was like, I mean, I might be sorry that I like beat you almost to death, but like you still lost me a lot of money. So you should be sorry about that.
Yeah. It's like, I'm still mad at you.
And she mentioned something earlier where she's like, oh, maybe he thought investing in slaves wasn't like a good idea anymore. And I'm like, no.
He's clearly still pissed about that and petty enough to send you to help with the slave trade.
And he's still doing it. And it was the fact that they weren't talking about like a slave trade agreement. She brought it up a couple times. She's like, yeah, there is no slave trade agreement. It's just names. And it's like, because he wasn't the one who had it. Dude, she got everything she wanted. She got the road commissioned. She has the names. And the only like win that she had was the fact that she sold Casita to Bardingale because she thought Casita was going to a good home because it was a good woman. Fuck that bitch. But in exchange, because remember from the Red Desert, the Asturian horses are very, very rare. She bought Sam's freedom. It's like she got one thing, but it feels like she still lost. Like,
yeah.
Because they like helped in something that they like really don't believe in. And like, I think like in a weird way, Arabin was trying to teach her a lesson. Not just who I am, but it's like, see, if you feel any better, Bardingale's going to give them a chance to get in the slave trade. And if they don't, they'll die. So at least you're giving them a chance. It's like, fuck you. She says something like, always deceit and pain. She never has the high ground.
No, she thinks she can get it sometimes, but then she's never on top.
Quote, you might be free of me, but you shouldn't forget who I am, what I'm capable of. She's like, as long as I live, I'll never forget it.
I hate Arabin.
He's such an asshole. Terrible. Yo, just the push she needed, though, because he said, yeah, my coffers are running a little empty since last night. And, dude, to put the knife in harder, he bought Lysandra's bidding out.
That's so sick.
God, she's like super young, too.
She's like, isn't she like their age?
Yeah. But Arabin isn't like an old man. He's not like Donoval age. Like, he's definitely like in his 30s.
No, but he's definitely older. You know, old enough to be father, brother, lover, uncle.
I'm just saying, considering the fact that this 50-year-old man was like betrothed to this like 14-year-old, like at some point, it's a little bit better, but it's still not good.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's fucking horrible. That's like such a petty betrayal.
At first, so when I first read this, I didn't like fully understand it. Like I kind of got the gist of like the bidding for like the virginity and shit like that. But then like when he said this of like, yeah, I used it for Lysandra's bidding, it took me a good long while to realize, oh shit, Arabin's gonna take Lysandra's virginity.
I mean, he already did. It was implied.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That she came down the stairs in a fucking like see-through robe.
Yeah.
God, that must have been horrible.
Yeah. Especially because it seems like she spent a lot of time in the keep too. So
Like, do you think he's good in bed or bad in bed? Like, I don't really think it matters, but it's just like
he probably has a lot of experience, but he's probably really brutal, really rough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it sucks, especially for a first time.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's some sympathy to her, but she's also being like so smug about it. It's like, you did not win here. Like, you still got bought. I'm sorry, but like, I get you're trying to have this as a one over on Selena, but like, dear God, you still got bought, bitch. Like, don't even try to.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking moving out. Effective today. Yo, the fact that he feels betrayed that like she chose Sam is so bullshit because he already had this planned out before. Like, even if she chose him and like told Sam to fuck off or whatever, this betrayal still would have happened. Like, I don't know. It was like supposed to be a test, but also like the test wasn't going to be that way anyway. Like, there was no other outcome.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what he was trying to achieve there. So he's like, well, you have Sam now. So like, what do you need me for? And I'm like, yeah, I do have Sam now and we're leaving.
We are out of here.
And, you know, because she started this little chapter saga thinking that, well, Arabin's all she has. It's like, no, it isn't. She has Sam. So it feels like at least less hard to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's good about having people like that you really trust and love in your corner.
Yeah.
Because if you have people like that, it makes people feel in those abusive situations feel like comfortable to say no. I mean, because that's the whole point of someone isolating someone from the people they love is because they know that at any point they could just listen to what they had to say and leave.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, God, reading this back, knowing the kind of experience I have now, it's like, it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
The fact that, though, she does a little dig at the end, though, of just like, yeah, don't come to look for me for a long while because I will kill you if you come.
And Sam will help.
Please do. Please do. Yo, this is something they're going to be probably talking about in the Keep for so long. Lysandra coming down the stairs, like, just yawning and just like, yeah, so I went for a record last night. Oh my God, so satisfying. Throws the dagger at her head and, like, it's, like, super close to the post, but, like, not, you know, hit her, and just the girl scream that comes out, and then she just walks out of the Assassin's Keep.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude. Good for you.
Taking the high road and not killing her, but also the threat.
Yeah, the threaten of like, I could kill you at any time. Do not forget who I am, bitch.
Yeah, don't try me. You did not win by sleeping with Arabin.
Yeah, like, no. Fuck around and find out is the sentiment. So at the apartment later, Selena's just looking out across the city. The fact that she saw the procession of the Melisande people leaving and that everyone was in mourning clothes and then Bardingale was in like such a bright yellow and just super like...
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what he did in their marriage, but you're still the asshole here. Like, I don't really know how else to tell you that. Again, I've said this over and over again, but it's like, she needed this push to get out, and like Sam's also like, I mean, I'm sorry this happened to you. She's like, I'm not. I needed it, but it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
We're free. I was never going to leave without freeing you too.
You're like, no, that's the whole reason she didn't run away in the first place. Yes. When she was sent to the desert.
And that's why, even though she was probably planning this from the get-go, that's why she kept Casita.
Yeah. Ansel may have betrayed her, but at least she got Sam's freedom unintentionally.
Ansel helped, dude. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. Oh, dude, the fact that he's saying it, though, and she's not makes me nervous.
Favorite Tamlin?
Dude, I mean, though, as a younger person, I was never, weirdly enough, like, even though I'm someone who says I love you to my friends all the time, I've never been the first one to say I love you.
I love you is scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you started saying it to me, like in obviously the friend way, like it felt so awkward for me to say it back. For probably like the first year of our friendship, honestly.
Yeah.
It just felt so awkward being like, you know, love you. Like even that was just like, yeah, love you too. Or like something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine, because obviously I've never done it, like in an actual romantic relationship, I love you is very scary.
Because it's like, and I've told this to Liesl before, it's the difference between I love you and then I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people who like, because I say I love you to a lot of people, it's like, when I confess, it's like an I'm in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could also love like people who I'm crushing on, but not like in love.
Yeah.
It's different.
There's like stages of like, I like you, I love you, and I'm in love with you.
I wish it like in Spanish, like how we had different levels of love. Like, because in different languages, there's like different level, and they have different words for love instead of we just have like to emphasize it a different way.
I love you.
Because they have like te quiero, they have te amo, te adoro. Like they have multiple different versions of I love you.
Yeah.
And
well, technically, we could just be like, I love you versus I adore you.
I feel like that just feels weird. When someone says I adore you without saying it in Spanish, I'm like, that's weird. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
You have to say it in Spanish for it to mean anything.
Yes. Take notes. Wherever you go, I go. That was the quote that Liesl said earlier.
Yes.
Even if that means going to hell myself, wherever you are, that's where I want to be.
Forever.
And then they kiss. Very cinematic. Kissing when the sun's going down. She just...
Sorry.
She just made the like... She put her hands together as like...
Hand puppets kissing. You've done that before. No, that's what I was referencing.
There's kissing, and then like this is making out.
Yeah, there's kissing, there's pecking, and then
just devouring each other. Yeah,
devouring faces.
Anytime like something ends on like a really happy note, but there's still more to go, I always am like a little bit suspicious. But I will tell you, my first time, I didn't think anything of this. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
They're writing off.
It's like, the last 100 pages of a book.
It is. This is literally like the last 100 pages of this SJM novel. So, I mean, this was a fun ride. I always really love rereading this stuff because, again, SJM just puts so many... It's not even just Easter eggs, but it's like stuff that I didn't really think about before because now I'm looking through it with like an evaluation critical lens. Mm-hmm. That I didn't really think before, but that I really liked that she wrote in there. And she just once again blows us away. So I'm really excited to finish this book. And I'm really excited to see my dad and also like my mom and Shannon's reactions to this. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see it because this is one of those books where it's very kind of out the gate, very confusing. Mm-hmm. But it's not confusing. It's just like it goes right in. So I'm excited to see what comes next and to have our finale episode. Yeah. So yes, thank you so much for listening and staying with us this long. Before I say my outro, we'll hear some more fun facts from our AKILA sponsor for today. AKILA is committed to sustainability using eco-friendly materials, plant-based cellulose acetate, try to say that 3 times fast, recycled lenses, and plastic-free biodegradable packaging. So it's very eco-friendly. And then AKILA is also a proud member of the 1% for the Planet, pledging to donate 1% of all the sales to reputable environmental organizations. Nice. So yes, please, in the description, if you want to go support us that way, you can go down the description.
Save the planet. Buy the sunglasses, save the planet.
You need it now with global warming. Shit.
I mean, the sun's out. You definitely need those sunglasses,
Right. So yes, links in the description below, 10% off any of the sunglasses, and with our promotion code TFBW podcast, that's Twin Flames Between Worlds podcast, down below. Thank you so much. Again, please follow our Instagram, our TikTok, Facebook. Please comment and share all your thoughts and feelings with us. Also, please join our Discord as well. I'll have that in the description still. Honestly, still having a lot of fun stuff for this July. We have our monthly book club for Iron Flame, the second in the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros, which you are already halfway through, which is still crazy.
Yep.
And probably done at this point, but
not quite.
But yeah, we're doing more live streams. We're trying to set up some more stuff, and yeah, just
be on the lookout for those.
Yeah, and keep on supporting us. Please rate and review the podcast, share it with your friends. We want to share the love as much as possible, and we love doing this. So I just, thank you guys all for supporting us for this long or however long you've been with us, or even if you're new. So if you have people who like ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, or just want someone to fall into the rabbit hole with you, share it with them, please.
Yes.
So is there anything you need to say to the people before we go?
All I was going to say was this Assassin and The Underworld was probably the sickest I felt reading a book.
Really?
Just from the visceral reactions of like the sewer and all the and that's like all the shit with Airbin.
I felt sick mentally and physically at very many moments.
Squeamish and also just like complete disgust at Airbin as a character.
Which makes me think, what's going to happen in the last book? Like,
right. Like, what else happens in the last 100 pages, you know?
Right. So yeah, we'll see you all for the finale, and then we'll have actually one more mini episode in between this to talk about Maasverse spoilers and also just foreshadowing for the rest of Throne of Glass. Be on the lookout for that, and then we'll be heading into the finale. So thank you guys all for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.